Brambles to lock him down. The Master does nothing. He'll waveform towards the east and continue trying to run, but it's such a rough time here for the Morphling. Yamato just forced the man up, but he's got nothing. He has got nothing.
Liquid's starting to really outplay him now on Shopify.
Well, this could be a massive pickoff at the right time as well. Mika, he has no idea they're coming. Yopash, can he get the initiation? Do they see him? If the smoke breaks, Mika is going to know. Saberlight's around as well. The roll forward, the silence, it doesn't connect. They found the drow. Mika is just gone. No Aegis to speak of. Meanwhile, mid lane, Insania also caught by Yamato, though he's alone. This could be a big trade for the side of Team Liquid if they could catch him. Yamato, though, he does get to the high ground. They won't have enough control for him. They are coming from the north. A minute till Roshan respawns. Perfect timing for either team that wins this fight. A save like to try and roll in. Does end up finding the Muerta. Meanwhile, Amaterasu, he does get a doom off right onto the drought, but Mike has run his way out just fine. Nobody's down quite yet from the side of Liquid as they're continuing to chase, but Amaterasu, he gets left behind. It's 2 down for Shopify as they need a TP away. The Tornado, though, is off the mark. Yamato, he just cancels it himself. He'll run the old-fashioned way. Silence and Terrorize going to connect to both. They pincer him in. And Team Liquid, they should have dibs on Roshan.
They're healing in the back. They've got a ton of damage, a lot of sustain cancel out with Mika, and they don't even bother with Rosh. They're just going to start digging into the high ground. They know there's no threat without this Doom.
20 seconds without buyback as well for Yamato. This could be a very scary push for Shopify Rebellion to try and deal with. If you lose this next team fight, it's just going to be such a heavy cost that it comes at. Team Liquid, they are not backing off. They know how fast they can push down these tier 3 towers. It is no problems for Team Liquid. The question is, do they want to stick around for the racks? Roshan is available for them to just take, and they will retreat.
It's going to be a painful time if Yamato is isolated.
They're looking around, see if they can find somebody on the low. Amaterasu, he was on the low ground. Oh, he's been caught. No buyback available here for the Doom as now Yopash also silenced up. We'll be okay. Still has BKB if he needs. But they're fighting without their Doom now. I guess you could somewhat consider it a 5v5 with the Aegis on Yamato, but I don't think so. That Doom's just so important.
It really is. Again, they need that connection to the back. They need to stop Nisha or Mika from just taking control in the middle of these engagements.
Roll in. Yopash is going to kick away Saberlight. They'll try and burst out the big man straight off the bat. Saberlight, though, gets his BKB off and can back off. Tier 3 tower is also down. Mika, he'll get started now on the range racks. Shopify are the ones that need to make a move, but they really don't want to do it without their fifth. They're trying to buy some time. Rock throw is out. It'll connect them to Yamato. Saberlight just chucking rocks now. They'll find a secondary barracks. Nice and easy for Team Liquid.
And that's into Aegis.
Yamato just trying to force in the mid wave, but there's still a creep wave incoming. In fact, the tier 4 towers are under siege. Some illusions hitting away, and Mickey's going to start on the bottom tier 3 very soon. Liquid know they have a huge advantage with these 2 racks as up. Yopash, he'll roll in. He does get a nice connection, but the kickback wasn't really there. Now the BKB out. Yopash needing to roll away will be able to do so. Nobody dead quite yet. But it's just so hard because every time Mickey moves up to that tier 3 tower, just so much damage is being dealt. Like, if you don't find these kills, it's just proving harder and harder to defend this high ground.
And it is just so much pressure on the Earth Spirit kickback, so much pressure for, again, Amaterasu to find that Blink Doom target. None of them presenting themselves very easily here from the side of Liquid. Tier 3 down, last set of racks exposed. Shopify, and they only have 40 seconds on that Aegis. Yamato is going for a Divine. Like, he's starting to go all in now on this morph.
Sure is. Nisha will move in. Yamato going to try. They have started the fight. Amaterasu, they're looking.
We now return to our interview with the insurance whistleblower.
I just think everyone should know there's an insurance company out there exposing other companies' rates so you can compare them and save.
Sounds like trouble.
It's great, actually. It's called Auto Quote Explorer from Progressive. Here, look. See? We show you our direct rates and their rates, even if we're not the lowest.
So, whistleblower usually means you're exposing something bad.
I thought it meant calling attention to something helpful. You know, like, toot toot, check it out. This thing's the best. No?
From putting off this 2-0 big.
This is so dark for Shopify. There's that Divine. Yamato, this is all in.
He's all in.
It has to work.
The Morphling. Can the Divine Rapier make this work? How do they start the fight? I mean, these tier 4 towers are just going down so darn fast. There goes one. Here comes the second. Roll in, Yopach, he's going to start the fight. They'll try onto Nisha, but the Decrepify makes it impossible to follow up. Sableye with the Pulverize, they'll jump Mickey. The Divine Rapier adds a lot of damage, and Mickey's gone. Mickey is down, Sableye also in danger. Yamato just hitting like a truck. Yopach looking for some more targets. Boxy, he'll get into the Glimmer Cave. Insania will do so as well, but the roll's right on target. They'll find Insania to boot, and that will be a third to go down. Can they get to the height? Oh, Nisha. Nisha's been caught. He'll try to make a run for it, but Yopach still looking for the control to this Invoker. Tornado will connect. Still the roll can be used. Nisha still just trying to run towards the west side of the map into the tree line, but has been caught now. They've got the Invoker. Shopify, they're not out of this game yet.
Not yet, but they're playing against the Megas. They're at a massive risk with the Divine. It doesn't look smooth for them to try to siege onto the high ground. There's still buybacks and Liquid. Yeah, that's exactly what Saberlight would want. Get saved anyhow. No instant kills coming out for the side of Shopify, and it's just... How do you hold without that Doom? We were talking just so much about how
he's jumped in. His BKB's been popped already. He wants to go for the man fight. Mickey, though, man fighting back, but Yamato's got more damage. Yamato surely gets him with the Decrepify. The Decrepify has bought a little bit more time. They'll get the Aegis down finally on this Drow. Can they get him a second time? Though is the big question. Amaterasu's life has already been lost, so it's a 4v5. The Ancient already half HP. Team Liquid, they could literally just focus the Ancient if they really want to. But Yamato not going to allow it. Goes in for Boxy. Does find one. Here comes Yopach. Saberlight's a target. He'll try to onslaught out of there. Yopach is down to boot. He has no buyback available. Onto the Yoga Scam. He will also look like he's going to be dropping as the Invis. It's actually going to help, and they've got it. They have got it. Liquid, they will secure a 2-0 victory here against Shopify Rebellion. And Shopify, I mean, it was a good chance, a good attempt at game number 2, but Liquid, they've got it in the back.
That they did. A little bit rocky for the side of Liquid, a couple of times where they couldn't take Roche, they take the Rack, sure, but they did manage to utilize the Aegis to an extent there for Shopify and farming up. A lot of back and forth, certainly a much stronger showing for Shopify in this game too, but just a little bit too scrappy in a few of those fights. Like Yopach would go in, or Amaterasu would doom someone, and it was just splintered apart. Liquid, in the end, do show us that they do work better as a team in comparison to Shopify.
John X Fire, take it away!
Thank you so much, Shiva. We are getting into a game 1 between Shopify Rebellion and Team Liquid, and we already have a 5-man smoke going on here. John, I'd love to ask you how you're doing, but quite frankly, I don't care.
Yeah, look, it's going to be an exciting one at the very least, right? Like, we saw a lot of signages here in Philippines #1, a lot of Yopach fans. It would be a sad thing if we all went, if the Filipinos went home early, so we'll see. But Liquid's not an easy opponent, of course. They've had a rougher group stage. These are still the TI champs for the most part, and it's going to be a big test for the Shopify roster.
Oh, here we go. Scam. We'll have the smoke broken. Saberlight trying to get close. Scam, though, should be perfectly okay to back off. Doesn't seem like Shopify really want to fight those Scams. Still going to be chased up by Mickey, it seems like. Can they lock him down? The blocks are there. The spike is going to land. Scam might actually be the first blood already. And it seems like they've got it. Saberlight, first blood secured. The blocks out from Mickey, making all the work happen. And that is a brilliant start already for Team Liquid.
Not going to be feeling great for Shopify. Great start to set up on the side of Liquid. It's just a simple inch, right? Like level 1, they did nerf the values for when you start to get that Nature's Attendance on the Overprotective Wisp, so it's not as silly nowadays. We'll see if that's something Shopify can kind of work themselves through, as the bounties also went the way for Liquid for the most part there. Watching mid. This matchup for Nisha shouldn't be too rough. Yopach, we've seen him play this Ember quite a fair bit, and he should also know how to work the Earth Spirit up against it. I will say this isn't the worst thing in the world for the Ember though, so we'll have to see how much Yopach can work out from Nisha here.
Did you like the Ember pickup? I mean, I think the stats were 0-3 for Nisha on this Ember.
Yeah.
Not to call him out here or anything, John, but it hasn't been the funnest time. Do you like the pick?
I think it works out great. You do have some hard hold coming out from Shopify. It is hard to implement there. And it's really down to how slippery can you be here on Nisha. But there's a lot to back up that Ember, and it should start to ramp up in the mid game.
Of course, top lane, Mika and Insania are going to be up against Hellscream and Amaterasu. And I mean, you had something to say about this Batrider facet that was picked up, Jonathan. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, he went Arsonist over the movement speed one when you displace an enemy hero. So faster on Lasso, faster on Flame Break. He's going for building damage, which it kind of makes sense considering his spacing, right? Like you've got a Beastmaster with Wild Hunt. You're going to be spamming down on the towers with a sticky napalm, playing into that Arsonist. It can lead to a high tempo game. It does make it maybe a little bit trickier for the Batrider to try to catch someone out when he does get his Lasso and his Force Staff timing down the line. It's not going to be as snappy as you're used to seeing from most Batriders nowadays.
I mean, the writing's definitely on the wall for Shopify, though. I mean, that mid-game timing, they want those towers gone early, and they definitely want to apply a lot of pressure that Liquid surely won't be able to keep up with, but we'll have to see. As so far, everything fine. Still one kill the way of Team Liquid. Lane's going pretty evenly, though Yopaj getting slightly ahead on the CS, but nothing to write home about. What about that bot lane? I think we had a TA there. We are farming, of course, with Skem against the offlane of Saberlight and, of course, Boxy. What are you thinking about this, John? Can they pressure Yamato?
I think they can. I think this is not going to be the easiest of times here for our TA. There's good burn damages.
Okay.
Burn top.
It's a lot of damage being dealt to Mika. He's still going to be okay to back off, but you can appreciate how much aggression Shopify are trying to provide up at this top lane.
Yeah, it's aggression all across each lane, actually, for the side of Shopify. Mid lane's been a little bit rougher here for Nisha. He did opt to go 0-1-2, so going into the Flame Guard a little bit more than you'd expect most Embers to go nowadays, trying to just outlast the damage from Yopaj, and it's leading to a bit of a comfier time. 14-6 on Yopaj. Those denies will start to ramp up, and a faster 6 for the Earth Spirit does cause some damage if you can find an opportunity to get a collapse onto mid or to look for movement across the map into the side lanes.
One of the positives about ES, John, you can actually CS on this hero. That's the one thing you can probably do on Earth Spirit at the moment. Not to sound like a negative Nancy here, John.
Yeah, I mean, it's the one thing he's getting out in quite a big way. And you talked about the stats, right? 0-3 for Nisha. This game's going to be down on how well all of these moving parts connect for Liquid. Once that level 6 is up, once Solar Guardian's up, you kind of want to see that aggression kick in for Liquid with this Ember 6 kind of taking point for Nisha, maybe closer to 7 by the time you expect Saberlight to have that Solar Guardian. And again, there's some quirky vision things that can happen here for Liquid too. Not that it's the most impactful in the world, but nighttime into daytime with a Phoenix Egg, with the innate of the Dawnbreaker, it could be something.
Could be. Bit of a fight over the water runes here between Yopaj and Nisha. See who does manage to pick this one up. Yopaj still trying. Nisha. It is going to be Nisha that outclicks him on the water rune. Very, very nice. Yopaj, he could still go for the roll, but Nisha probably could get the block as now Yopaj actually in trouble. Whoopsie daisies. We do have a bit of lag coming out, but he's got the kickback. He should be okay. There's no points in chains here.
Yeah, you should be fine, but Nisha's going to be able to rack back just a little bit more off the back of that water rune steal. There's still another one left, no support rotation to deny at the very least, so Yopaj should be able to get topped up. But again, it's a little bit rockier on mid than you'd expect. 20-7, 20-3, Nisha's stabilizing, but it's kind of on knife's edge. With those slight denies, again, a faster 6 for Yopaj, timely rotations in, who knows what happens there.
Absolutely. Of course, speaking of runes, I mean, Power Rune's going to be extremely important between the Ember and, of course, Earth Spirit. And it's the classic Spirit part of the matchup, right? You've got to really make sure those Power Runes go your way on either side. We'll see what happens. I mean, these supports have to rotate that 6-minute mark. There's no two ways about that.
That it is. I do like the rotation potential from both sides. If you get a nice creep here for Skem, you can cause havoc on mid. Tornado creeps have done a lot of work. The Centaur's a classic, of course. But you're also rotating into a Lion, who's likely to get maybe at least level 4, or at least just level 2.
Next! Stuck at the DMV, and I think I'm late on my car insurance.
Good thing the General gives you a break with flexible payment options.
Let's get you a break while you wait.
What is this place?
This is our DMVIP.
Vending machine charcuterie.
Ooh. Is that guy getting a painted license?
Wait till the driving test.
Now that's a park job. For a great low rate, go with the General.
I want you focused, I want you locked in. Come on. Trying to figure it out, baby.
That's slowly released.
You just gotta unleash that inner beast. Let's go. Eyes up, baby. You're crushing it.
Subaru share the love event means the world to me.
You can get a great vehicle and support a good cause.
Nearly $320 million donated to charity.
Get 2.9% for 72 months, and Subaru and our retailers will make a minimum $300 donation to charity.
Thanks. What'd you get? Oh, I got another double shot, double cream, double froth, double pump, double whip, double hot, double calf, double sweet. Hey, did you know that Discover doubles your cash back at the end of the first year?
You are cut off.
You earn, we match.
Debbie.
Unlimited cashback match. A desert in my backyard? Yeah. And this is what Southeast Asia could be like? It's so different.
Unlucky, John.
What can you do?
Maybe next time.
You miss out on the breakfast, though. Like, breakfast has been absolutely amazing. They had some real great stuff. They had a little dish called Hint of Phuket. I don't know what it has to do with Phuket, but it had a nice little crab salad beneath, like a poached egg with some cream sauce on top.
Never a cast where we're not going to talk about food, is there, John?
Oh, it's so good. I'm so happy. Some days they have some pad thai, and I'm like, oh, that's the good stuff right there.
That is very good.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a breakfast denier. They were talking about this on panel yesterday. I don't like breakfast enjoys. I think it's a scam. I'll be honest.
Look, I mean, even if you wake up at noon and you have food at lunch, it's your first meal of the day. You're breaking your fast.
Thankfully,
like
we don't have to talk about this anymore. Yopaj could be in trouble. He'll be okay. Waterun would be picked up. Nisha already committed the sleight of fist, so we'll leave him alone. Thing is, Yopaj has been left on very low HP, so Nisha should have a pretty good time just chipping away now with the sleight of fist. And I wonder what you do about this as Yopaj.
I mean, he is still maintaining that level lead. Nisha just hits 5, Yopaj a quarter of the way into 6. So you're still feeling happy here. A little bit of a sneaky move out from Insania, but just to set up a ward, ensure that nothing will spot out. Perhaps a more aggressive movement out from Mike later on, which you can get done with Weaver. That is one thing we've seen with Mike, specifically on his Weaver. He is willing to shift to the other lane once the opportunity is right. And again, they've set up nicely, just dropping a sentry, ensuring they can get that done.
Absolutely. Insania returning back up towards the top lane, just ensuring that Mike can farm freely. Be very annoying with this camp pull on the creep wave, though Insania may be going too far now. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Yamato, that's a much bigger kill if they can get it. He will be able to back off with the refraction and will be able to survive another day, but already the aggression starting from the side of Liquid, and it's quite scary to leave Yamato alone like this.
And it is not the comfiest solo lane with so many burn opportunities there for the side of Liquid. They're looking mid though.
Ball does not connect. Nisha's still going to get jumped. Is not level 6. He's in huge trouble. Nisha is down. Yopaj does secure. Power Rune's about to spawn in 20 to boot. Meanwhile, Boxy trying to chase Yamato, but now the turnaround is here, but TPs are a bit too slow. Skem's not going to get there in time.
No, not quite. And Yamato was trying to line up for maybe a bit of a cheeky side blade bounce on the camp. Doesn't really clip our line. Overall, a very strong focus again from Shopify onto that mid. They understand the tempo that Liquid is trying to gun for. They're trying to capitalize on this early set of levels from Yopaj, and he gets lucky. He gets himself a nice regen rune to sustain this aggression.
Roll again. Nisha still not level 6. Keep in mind, this could be very scary. Nisha does not want to die another time before he hits that 6 mark. He needs one more creep, and now, oh, he needs one more. He's 1 point of XP away. He's still not 6, but do they want to jump him? Oh, he is now. He's okay. He'll make it.
Rather unfortunate for Shopify to not land a roll again. Pretty far distance for Yopaj. Just Insania alone, causing them to split up their target prioritization there in Shopify does cause some issues. And again, it's down to what kind of creep you can bring on Scam, if he's even around the area, how well those rotations go. He Bat Rider alone, it's nice poke, but not quite enough to help secure those kills. But you can see just how active they've been in trying to control that mid for the past minute or so now.
7-minute Wisdom Runes are about to spawn up. Could be a bit of a fight here between Hellscream and Mike. Mike actually just making the move himself. Hellscream, we'll see what he can do about it. Flame Break is there and he does pick up the Wisdom. Mike though, can he get out? He can. Time lapse will allow it. They cannot lock him down quite yet as you don't have the roar up on the Beastmaster. Meanwhile, their bottom lane, Yopaj with the rotation onto Saberlight, and they've got it. Boulder Smash will get the job done. Yopaj already making some good work happen across the map.
And that's what you like to see, right? You invest all of this on mid, you get the levels up on Yopaj, and then he gets that rotation out. He already has his urn, so you get to charge up to head back into mid, and the tempo can start to kick up for Shopify. You're about to hit level 6 on Amaterasu as well, so the roar is going to be an option up top, although they are focusing their supports here as well on Liquid.
They sure are. They want to slow this down as much as humanly possible. They are going to jump the Beastmaster, and Amaterasu is probably just dead as he throws the roar out, but it's not going to make the difference. Boxy will be okay.
Yeah, a little bit of a desperate call at the end. No TPs coming in to try to clean up. And that's going to be a bit of a cooldown expended from the side of Shopify. A nice little bonus to find, but still on the hunt here.
8-minute power runes is what they want. A nice stun onto Yopaj. He'll pop the Magnetize and try to fight back, but he's completely out of mana now. No way out of this scenario. Yopaj, he will stick charge up. Can he actually get away? Nisha's still chasing. Yopaj is gone though. Nisha, can he get out now? The chase is on. Solar Guardian in from Saberlight. That'll keep him alive. Now Skem the one in danger. Skem, he'll survive to boot as Saberlight will back off, but here comes Mick A. He wants a bit more action. It's not going to happen though. Everyone does retreat. Somehow only Yopaj and Boxy the ones to go down.
Pretty big win for Liquid. That is their combination coming out, right? Solar Guardian on your Ember while he's slide fisting around, buying a lot of space out for Nisha. A little bit unfortunate. This kind of stems back to Shopify with that movement up top, right? With Amaterasu tossing out Roar, he doesn't want to TP mid. He respawns a little bit quicker, doesn't have the opportunity to help. If he died a little bit later, if he had Roar, again, circumstances get different, but the side of Liquid do capitalize very nicely off the back of that, even out the game just a tad bit here.
Every fight so far has been really around the power runes. Every single time they spawn, just everyone's in the mid lane as they are going to jump Skem now in that Radiant triangle, though Skem with the Wisps will be able to heal up as Nisha just trying to take some stacks away. Zania will be around to just get a bit more chip damage, and they are going to stick around here, Team Liquid. They really want to make sure that Amaterasu never really takes off on this Beastmaster with all these stacks to be taken. And I appreciate this from Liquid, just taking all the farm out. You can already see they are leading in net worth by about 2k, and even if you've got the kill advantage on the way of Shopify, it doesn't really seem to matter for Team Liquid.
No, it certainly doesn't. They're working that tempo nicely. They've got level 6 up on Insania, so they've got the egg ready to go as well. And they're kind of just set to go. They're clumping up top. There are some wards here to watch. Although
they seem to want to try Phoenicia again. You do have the silence now up on Yopaj. Meanwhile, top lane, they have jumped the beast once again. Amaterasu, he needs some help, but the help is just not coming. He's gonna pop the Roar. They do have Hellscream around. Amaterasu actually still running, might make it out, but Mickey is gonna chase him down and eventually does get the job done. It's still a pretty good trade for Team Liquid.
That it is. It does cost them the egg usage just for that one kill. But again, they're pressuring that tempo on Shopify. This Dominator is going to be a little bit stalled out. The Helm, the Overlord upgrade certainly stalled out at this point. And the one blessing for the side of Shopify is you've gotten a lot of room out at the least for Yamato, for good old Tomato to just head down bot, free farm. Same thing goes for Liquid though. There's no pressure onto Saberlight. He's got Solar Guardian ready. They see an opportunity.
Yamato, that's a big opportunity if they can find Yamato. It's 2-on-1. Yamato needs some help. The TP is eventually incoming from Yopaj, who wants to try and roll into Boxy, but misses out. Gets the boulder smash, but here comes the Solar Guardian. Boxy's still alive. The heal's coming out. Yamato the one to go down. Saberlight looking for more now onto Yopaj with the Starbreaker. Yopaj trying to find a roll angle, does kick away Nisha and does make it out, but he's lost his TA. That's huge from Liquid.
Now they're finding everything. Again, you drag all these resources up top, you leave Tomato alone, they've identified that on Liquid. It does open an opportunity here for the side of Shopify to siege onto top. They do have that Dominator completed on Amaterasu and a couple of creeps here from Skem. So there's some decent pacing here, but they just walk back through the gate. Maybe not the comfiest situation for Liquid without the egg, without the Solar Guardian. They do have to find a way to just slow this down.
Can they though? They're gonna start trying with some Fire Spirits out from Insania, but the T1 tower is basically already dead. They cannot stop this. So T1 tower to drop. Of course now Shopify Rebellion will definitely be looking towards the mid-tier 1. That is the next important objective. But Yopaj wants to start a fight first, kicking back Insania, going for the silence to boot. Insania though still gonna have time to Icarus dive away. Nice escape from Insania. The silence from Yopaj just not lasting long enough at level 1. Like I said though, they probably are looking to try and rotate mid and start onto that tier 1 mid tower soon.
Yeah, again, they've got to keep that pressure here on the side of Shopify. Their tempo is a lot higher. I mean, you need more time for Yamato before the TA is relevant, but with this Bad Rider build, with its facet in, you are seeing the effects of the sticky napalm spam. It does help with a steady siege, especially when you have a Beastmaster and an Ench. So you need to leverage that here on the side of Shopify. For Liquid's part, they can kind of respond anytime though, right? You have the high mobility of Nisha, Solar Guardian coming off in 8 seconds. You still have to be a bit cautious with how you choose your fights here in Shopify.
Skem's gonna get started. They don't have Amaterasu here to help out. Skem's gonna be forced to back away. His Nisha just doing a bit too much damage. Just a little bit scary at the moment on the Ember. Shopify, looks like they do split up, while Team Liquid, they're more than happy to just continue playing the farm game. All their cores are having a great old time when you compare them to, say, the TA and Beast. It's not been the best start here for Shopify in the safe and off lane. Of course, Yamato trying to catch up now in the jungle and can do so very quickly. It's a question of what Liquid can get done in the meantime. Is Yopaj going to roll in? Just making sure Nisha can't get away with free damage.
No. That is the one thing with the draft of Liquid. Siege opportunity isn't as quick as Shopify. They've not been able to really fully commit onto a tier 1 Saberlight. Getting that done bot while they're poking and prodding on mid just a tad. Not been able to set up onto that mid tier 1 either. And if you equalize on map control here for Liquid, it just opens up a bit more. Yamato has to be slightly cautious here.
He does. They've been very aggressive towards his TA. Hellscream is around, but it might not be enough. They'll just make the jump in with the committed, and it's just too quick. Just way too quick. Team Liquid looking for that bottom T1 tower will have no problems taking that one out.
Now that is just some great confidence out from Liquid. Understanding, look, we don't need all 4 spells to actually take these fights. We still have Solar Guardian along with an Ember. We can pop Finger, we can pop Egg, take that objective, equalize, and start to steal some of that farm back that they're taking up top from the bot lane. So, again, they're finding their tempo here on the side of Liquid. They're pushing the numbers together, whereas Shopify, it's a little bit more scattered since there was rotations from Yopaj. He's been hanging mid. You've got Amaterasu just farming up top, again, working into what seems to be the Overlord upgrade for that Ancient Creep to speed up the pace.
Boxy. Yeah, he's going to find Scam. Nikkei's going to intervene as well. Scam still in a lot of trouble. Solar Guardian even going to be committed to ensure there's no attempt on Mikkei's life. And poor old Scam, I mean, he's going to survive a little bit longer, but is surrounded by 4 heroes. Nothing he could have done.
I mean, he does bait out Solar Guardian. So Egg, Solar Guardian, Finger are down. You're in a pretty comfy spot for Shopify to sit back and farm up. You don't have to worry about some of that global presence, some of that wider team fight that they do have on the side of Liquid. And again, just kind of a stall game until you start to hit some timings. We're looking at a blink on Hellscream to allow some angles in to follow through from Yopaj, get that chain control that they've been lacking, just relying on the stuns. You still have a lot to grow for here on Yamato. They'll try for a smoke out early with Hellscream and Yopaj, but again, you don't have that blink tool up yet. They don't have forward vision here on the side of Shopify, so it does look like maybe a little bit more of a sneak through the gate and try to hope someone's in the top jungle somehow.
I mean, if you could find Mikkei, that'd be a fantastic target. The primary one you'd love to pick off. Mikkei's going to see Scam. That should be enough for him to know to just get the hell out of there. Meanwhile, Yamato, I believe, was spotted by Boxy, and Boxy's already having a look around to see if he can find this TA. He will not for now, as Yopaj misses the roll on Mikkei again. So Yopaj can be forced to back away as Mikkei looking for a fight. His Nisha's coming in with an amp damager, and this could be very scary for Shopify as Yopaj is down. Scam, he moved into boop. This is not looking good for him. They'll drop the egg on the high ground. Boxy at least does die, but it's still not a good trade if you're Shopify Rebellion. No. Team Liquid, they'll be very happy with that.
Yeah, you drop 2 for 1. You do force out Egg from the side of Liquid, so again, taking away that team fight tool, but you're gonna have Solar Guardian off cooldown. All of these fights just line up for the side of Liquid. Even though it cost them 1 or 2 big spells, it's not like Shopify's making use of these cooldowns. And again, just a little bit of a forward step from Yopaj. Very hard target in Mikkei to try to pin down. But they need that follow through. You need the Batrider there to cover you here, and Hellscream's just not ready.
No, he certainly is not. It's been a bit of a rough time for the side of Shopify. Like, you look at that net worth board, and I mean, everyone at the top is just from the side of Team Liquid, at least for the cores, and everyone on Shopify Rebellion has just fallen behind in these core roles, as they are going to find Mikkei. This could be a huge kill, but it's just impossible when Saberlight and Solar Guardian in, and they can just take the freest kill of their lives. Moving up to more, they're going to find Hellscream. Why the hell not?
It's just clinical right now from Liquid. Every single time Shopify tries to do something, it's a little bit more scattered. They don't really have all of their heroes together, and they get punished every single time. It's either Egg or Solar Guardian comes in. It's not even both together. They don't need both together here on the side of Liquid. And Shopify, they need to find a way to play in once those spells are committed, right? Like, I get the idea there. They know Egg's down, but they don't respect the Solar Guardian. You don't have a Nyx with Spike Carapace to stop it. There's an opening for mid now on the side of Team Liquid to siege in. They've got a nice 8K lead at 17.5 minutes, 60-11. Just clinical gameplay so far from Liquid, and maybe a little bit more scattered here from Shopify.
I mean, you are getting to a stage where you could start to look to fight back as Shopify Rebellion, but it does feel like you need at least the BKB and Yamato to really feel safe to be able to sit there and right-click They've got the Helm of the Overlord up on Amaterasu, but again, I think without the BKB up on Yamato, it's kind of hard to expect the TA to join you. And without the TA, you're just lacking damage.
No, it's just not there. Even with Yopaj taking...
Oh, Yopaj immediately hexed up, trying to go for another power room, but it doesn't even spawn there. Yopaj will be all right. We'll have to leave him be, as Nisha was not really around to help out. Nisha, though, on the left side of that mid-river. Still hanging about. We'll slide a fist Yopaj and Amaterasu, but it's just a bit of a love tap on the way out. No fight to break out here.
Not quite, but you are hitting big timings again. More so in Liquid than anyone else. You've got the Mage Slayer plus the Maelstrom up. For Nisha, he's considering a build into the Radiance. The missed chance is just going to hurt this TA like hell. And you already have damage issues. Yamato is not going to be correcting for that anytime soon, considering he only has Dragonlance Blink, trying to go into the short for some silence.
Oh, top lane. This could be really bad again. Yamato, he's been caught. In fact, Yopaj will be the one they prefer to take down first, and they'll get him. No problems. The Earth Spirit once again just not having a game.
No.
In fairness to Yopaj, he's really got nowhere to play off. Hellscream in the meantime also being caught by Mickey trying to run north, but it's just not going to matter. Mickey secures a mega kill streak here for himself, and I feel quite bad for Yopaj. He's got nobody to play with. There's no teammates that can actually back him up.
No, I mean, it's a little bit rough. You've already got the Blink up on Hellscream. The Batrider does manage to farm it up, and I think that's the moment where you have to see these connections between the Earth Spirit +1. There's got to be an angle to find. The Phoenix could be a fine target if you can burst him in the window. 1.5k HP is not the comfiest, especially without that TA. Perhaps Boxy could be an easier choice, or some of the softer cores. We'll see. Liquid are grouped up for the smoke. All of their spells are ready. Shopify have to be a little bit careful again here.
Oh, Amaterasu doesn't really want to tank the gank like this, but he's got no choice in the matter. He'll pop the Raw. Yopaj, he's rolled in as well. Oh, he gives him a bonus. Cherry on top here for Team Liquid. Telescream just trying to get away from Sableye will at least make...
Stuck at the DMV, and I think I'm late on my car insurance.
Good thing the General gives you a break with flexible payment options.
Let's get you a break while you wait.
What is this place?
This is our DMVIP.
Vending machine charcuterie.
For a great low rate, go with the General.
Nature gives us what we need to protect ourselves. Like elderberries. Nature's Way combined these with vitamin C, D, and zinc for powerful immune support inspired by nature. Nature's Way.
Tune it up, Drewski. Say nothing, Joe. Sounds pretty good right there.
Yeah, put your butt in it.
Money. Step back. Hey. Water.
Human torch.
Let's hang on for no one, man. Are these regulations? Get throw me the ooh.
Go down, brother.
You don't need a perfect shot, just the right picks to cash in on Prize Picks. Download the app and run your game.
It looked good from my angle.
Thank you, God.
Hey, Jim. I will definitely get those to you first thing Monday. Bye.
Conquer the weekend in the all-new Hyundai Santa Fe.
Damage! No, they don't! Nisha will survive, at least for now. Still going though, but they can't reach him! They can't reach him! Nisha will make it! Hellscream will drop! Amaterasu trying to get out, but there's just no chance in hell! Oh, Liquid clean up! A 2-for-4 trade. Nisha survives all of it. Oh, that's gonna hurt. And even Skem, he's not out of the woods yet either. He could still get caught if he's not too careful. Looks like he'll be fine.
I mean, you're seeing the power of that Solar Guardian again. This is without Yags. This is without anything to amp it up. Just the healing on Nisha. No way to cancel.
You finna have my big ass do this.
Don't have anything like
I'm finna do this.
And it looked like such a good turnaround for Shopify. They finally connect all their heroes, but one big ultimate is all it takes. Timing on the crash down.
You finna have my big ass do this.
To cut off
I'm finna do this.
Click, and Nisha gets to just dance around. Shopify, this is a tough game to see them rallying back into, but Liquid
You finna have my big ass do this. I'm finna do this.
So far.
Oh, absolutely. Very, very clean gameplay here from Team Liquid. Now 8-20 with a 14k advantage. It's Roshan.
कौन सी बॉडी?
You're so far ahead.
बॉडी है तो बॉडी दिखाओ.
As
ये बॉडी है.
You know Shopify can't contest.
ये बॉडी है तेरी.
Want to.
अबे ये बॉडी है.
So Roshan's really going to go the way of the dark side with your Shopify.
गजब बेइज्जती.
Like their 3 cores are still just so far behind, and as time goes on, it just
क्या बात है भाई? हाँ भाई बॉडी दिखा रहा हूँ. कौन सी बॉडी?
You tried to stall, you tried to play pick off if at all possible. They have been trying. Right, like that move on to Mike was big. If they didn't get scanned out, perhaps they would have been in a better spot with Liquid not ready to respond. Scam.
Oh, Scam. Gonna get caught by Boxy. He's got the fist of death as well. So
I love it.
Just punch it.
Oh yeah.
Nice
That's
and
it.
easy.
Yeah, I mean it's a little bit rough to be Bambi. We've seen that film many times, of course, in our Dota games.
Of course.
But 8-21, Liquid take a freebie off. You've got how many stacks now in Boxy? 5 stacks up. Still level 12, so he's going to have a decent amount of HP if this game even reaches the point where he hits 15, which by the pace from Liquid, it doesn't feel like we'll even get to that point. We'll have to see if Shopify, again, can find a way to play to their strengths right now, which is pickoffs, which is playing off of Lasso, playing off of Roar, trying to burst someone down, and just bailing out of a big 5v5. That will take maybe some way of baiting out Solar Guardian beforehand. They were much more willing to commit that on Liquid earlier on, but now it's just a lot of trigger discipline out from Liquid. No eggs being dropped unless necessary, no Solar Guardians being dropped for freebie kills. They know they start to need these saves to start to stop Shopify from looking for any single angle.
I was having a gander as well at Yamato. He is going for a Deso first, so he's still trying to go all in on that damage and push, but you know, I just can't see him surviving these engagements every single time. Like, I appreciate they need a lot of everything right now, as there is going to be a jump in, but Nisha won't mind. He'll happily jump right back into Amaterasu. It's a Solar Guardian in again from Saberlight. Amaterasu down. Yopaj trying to find a way out. Does at least take Boxy, but can he find a way out himself? It seems like he can, because they'll go for Hellscream instead. So 2 for 1 in the favor of Team Liquid once again. As Shopify desperately trying to get something to go their way and buy more space for this TA. I mean, on the bright side, she does have the Deso on the way, John. That's something.
It's a start. You know, that should fix some of your early damage issues coming out here for the side of Shopify. But like you said earlier on, BKB is going to be necessary to even hold your ground here. Look at the itemization coming out from Liquid in comparison. Just Gleipnir, Lincoln Sphere out for Mika. There's no damage issues. You have a lot of damage coming out from your Weaver and your Ember. Heck, even the Dawnbreaker, of course. And the Phoenix with his burn. There's just no easy answers from Shopify. Egg comes out. You can try to focus it down, but it's under Solar Guardian. You don't want to stand in that area. All the pieces are coming together for Liquid. Your execution, you're seeing here, you're seeing why this is the kind of team that won TI.
Absolutely. Team Liquid looking for that top tier 2 tower. Shopify Rebellion, I do not believe want to try and defend this. Instead, they're drawing out circles to the dire triangle by the looks of it, but nobody's around there. Everyone from Team Liquid just wants to push. I suppose for Shopify, they just want the farm while they're here. They desperately need some gold to go their way. But you are giving up some pretty big objectives against Team Liquid. Nisha even finding a regen rune on his way out. Tier 2 tower already gone to boot, and they might fight mid lane. Yamato smoked up with 2 of his supports, looking to burst somebody down ASAP. Preferably a support if they can find it, but nobody's showing up in that effect. They are fighting Saberlight, but their high ground's currently being sieged. I mean, they're just going high ground.
It's a nice pickoff. Someone has to stop this.
Now, Tier 3 tower's going down. Team Liquid, I mean, they're trying to take a Tormentor on Shopify Rebellion side. Tier 3 tower is gone now. They are still not coming back to defend yet. There's just a couple of supports around here. Scam, Yopaj, they'll start to move in. Mike will do the same, as Scam might just get blown up, and he's alright, but now he'll make it. Scam will barely stay alive as Yamato. I can't necessarily say the same for him yet. He'll back off to boot. Egg was committed. Yopaj, he rolls onto the low ground looking for a silence, but this is a pretty scary situation as Yopaj. Maybe a bit of a misclick does go down. Yamato trying to find Insania, but still not enough as Mike just moving right in onto the Batrider. Hellscream is dead. A double kill for Mike. And it's back to the Rats, but there's no creep wave. They've got to retreat.
That was the ideal fight as well for Shopify. After a big pick off on Saberlight, no Solar Guardian to worry about. They tried to get that commitment out, but again, the team fight's just a little bit scattered. Just a little bit late in the timing.
Well, I'm looking for a Psalms, but this is a pretty scary situation as Yopaj. Maybe a bit of a misclick does go down. Yamato trying to find Insania, but still not enough as Mickey just moving right in onto the Bat Rider. Hellscream is dead. A double kill for Mickey. And it's back to the Rats, but there's no creep wave. They've got to retreat.
That was the ideal fight as well for Shopify. After a big pick-off on Saberlight, no Solar Guardian to worry about. They tried to get that commitment out, but again, the team fight's just a little bit scattered. Just a little bit late in the timing, while Amaterasu is trying to take the tournament.
Mickey will immediately time-lapse out of it, just in case Hellscream was around for a lasso, but you've got the Lincolns already up on Mickey to boot, so... And now things become infinitely more challenging as Team Liquid are looking towards the mid-tier 2 tower. In fact, I believe they may have spotted Yopaj out. He does barely roll away before the Gleipnir does connect. Team Liquid not finding the opening for a kill that they would have liked, but they can still just move right back into the mid-tier 2 tower. There's nothing stopping these pushes.
No. At least you're starting to get some defensive items up on Shopify, BKB up. On Yopaj, you're working into a Hurricane Pike, fully done on Yamato. So he does have a way of trying to get himself out of a bad position, but no BKBs, no further steroids yet on the damage. See if they find an angle in.
They're going to try, but Hellscream immediately hexed up and immediately down. They will try for Yamato to boot. Raw was committed at the very least, so Boxy might drop to Yopaj, but it still looked like a pretty bad team fight for Shopify Rebellion as Yamato is already down. Do you keep going? Yopaj says, yes, I will, but he's all alone in this. 3 down once again for Shopify. Team Liquid, they lose Boxy, but they don't care.
No, they don't care. It doesn't even matter. He already got some stuns out before dying. He already got finger off as well. He's done his job. I don't know what you can do here as Skem and Amaterasu. It's just, you can't defend this. There's no damage. There's no threat. Liquid, they'll just clean up. No outer towers left. They could go for all of this.
Yeah, complete domination from Team Liquid here for game number 1. Shopify just kind of falling flat on their faces here with this style of draft, just unable to win out the lanes to really spike throughout the mid-game, and it is costing them heavily as 2 racks is already down now for Team Liquid. Looking for Megas. I mean, we're only 30 minutes in, but why the hell not just go right for the jugular? You know Shopify can't defend. They might have one more team fight in them, but there aren't enough buybacks left if you do end up dying on these cores to really defend your Ancient after this racks, but it seems like Liquid, they will pay respect and back up.
Yeah, I appreciate that. You know, maybe a little bit concerned about things going south when you're up against a Bat Rider, of course.
This isn't a hostile takeover. This is a merger.
You need me.
You need me, and I need an answer.
Then it's peanut.
First blood will go the way of Yopaj.
That's what you like to see. That's what sets the tone for maybe getting that game tree underway here. We'll see if they maintain that pressure. A couple of things, right? You've got the Doom, you've got the Morphling, you do still have some heavy farm, but it's going to be consistent farm coming out here for your Doom. So Amaterasu should just be able to build up, get that timing into the Blink, maybe even sell off like the Midas into the Blink with its Devil's Bargain facet. There's a lot you can do to kind of find your tempo here on the side of Shopify Rebellion in comparison to game 1.
Absolutely is. See if they can make this draft work. I mean, last game around, it felt like the lanes just, at least the side lanes were not going the way of Shopify, right? Like Yopaj, he evened out the lane, but the side lanes were pretty horrific for their end of things. So I want to see that fixed up, if anything, against Team Liquid. Team Liquid, on the other hand, if you're them, you just change nothing.
No, it's perfect. Like, they've got answers to every single thing that you want to do in Shopify Rebellion. You've got the scaling on the Drow. She's got the Ags build up against something like the Morphling that wants to heal up. You've got this eventual connection with Primal Beast plus Pugna. You've got the push coming out from Pugna. You've got a great lane setup for Nisha that we're looking at here on mid. You and I were both surprised to kind of see the Earthspeed being picked up into this matchup. We'll see how much Yopaj can get out of that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, top lane, Boxy and Sableye against Skem and Yamato. Last time around, they had a very good time just shutting down Yamato with the Dawnbreaker versus TA. This time around on the Morph, it should be a bit of a harder time.
Yeah, it should be a little bit more of a challenge. It's going to be a little bit slower for Skem, of course, going for the learning curve facet. So not going to have that much impact early on. Down bot, of course, again, we were talking about this, but Amaterasu should have a very stable time farming. Whether or not you can really harass out a Drow, doesn't feel like it. They're already getting some great spacing out, which is some right-click harass from Insania. And Hellscream can't really do much to alleviate this pressure. This double range lane for Liquid is pretty devastating for Shopify to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, Mike doing such good work just forcing Amaterasu out. And this is going to happen the whole lane. Like, the more levels that come up, the worse this is going to get for the Doom. But at the very least, at least he can devour and just keep that farm going, which is going to be very important for this Doom. Because, again, the side lanes last game around were just horrific for Shopify. So it's very important for them to at least get off to an even start if they want to have a good chance in this game too. Of course, mid lane, Nisha should have the advantage on the Invoker against the Earthspear, but now Yopaj trying to get aggressive, does kick him back into the tier 1 tower, and now the body blocks as well. Nisha almost down, but they don't have the vision. Detection is not there. Nisha barely surviving Yopaj. You can't guess either, they didn't have Boulder Smash available to throw back out.
What a shame. Would have been a big one to set up. He's already doing well in lane though. Look at this lane management out from Yopaj. 11-2 up against a 7-0 of Nisha. No denies coming out from the Invoker. That's big when he has this mastermind innate. He wants every single advantage he can take, and Yopaj has been doing a great job in just ensuring that's not going to be a massive issue so far.
Yeah, he's doing a great job indeed. See how much he can keep this up here, Yopaj. Of course, last game round he had a fantastic start, but it did fall flat when he really had no teammates to play with throughout that mid game. And Nisha, of course, had a bit of a rougher start, but he still pulled off a fantastic performance. His top lane, Yamato, he'll be alright to wait for him out. Again, they are applying a lot of pressure, but he should be able to escape. As Mike, I can't say the same for him. He will go down. Hellstream now able to secure a kill. And I've got to tell you, that is not exactly what I was expecting down at this spot.
No, certainly not, considering how much harass was coming out there from Liquid. Again, playing poke nicely, trading with the Nether Blast quite well. You do overstep, you get shot back, it is a kill. That is something you have to respect from the side of Shopify. Saw Nisha getting poked down mid again. The lane control of Yopaj, 17-3, up against a 10-1 of Nisha. It's starting to be quite a fair bit for the Earthspear in that mid lane.
Yeah, it certainly is a very nice start here for Yopaj. The top lane, Sableye maybe looking to see if he can try to be a little bit aggressive. Does go for the tramp onto the creep wave with the small camp, though Skem is going to put an end to it, at least for now. Yamato closing in as well, but he's got a full creep wave underneath the tier 1 tower. Probably should just focus on that instead. But that is the one lane I think that's going pretty well for Team Liquid. Like Sableye, 18-2 in terms of CS, not really struggling whatsoever. And it seems like it's going to be another great game for Sableye.
That it does. It's almost a little bit reminiscent of Game 1. Maybe a little bit tighter in the CS coming out from Amaterasu, but certainly the mid lane is what's shining for Shopify. The side lane's not so much. Mike, despite that, again, it is working his lane management quite well. Outside of a dead shot lining up, it's very hard to see an opportunity. They're diving deep though.
They are. Mike is coming in. Bottom lane, Hellstream is going to drop first. Mike still trying to fight back, but he's got no more help incoming. Maybe they can at least find Amaterasu before Mike does go down, but he does drop eventually. Still a lot of trades happening now from Team Liquid. It could be a 1-for-3 trade if they even find Skem. But even if they don't, they still get a 1-for-2 in the end. Skem is going to try and turn now with the Ignite. Yopaj is coming in. He misses the roll, but it won't matter. Insania now down. And Shopify Rebellion fighting back, evening out the fight. And I'd say even getting the better end of that.
No, certainly so. You managed to get that kill for Amaterasu first. Mika doesn't get to soak up EXP. Massive win for the Doom to just get some levels up, start to really have some laning presence off the back of these kills. And even that bait play from Skem, like a great movement out from the gate. It's flanking out, knowing that you can leave a Morphling alone for the most part. No kill threat onto that hero at level 4. And they are making use of the space quite nicely on the side of Shopify Rebellion. 3 to 4 star slight network lead still coming out for Liquid. They have left Saberlight unchecked. That is the one trade-off for all this aggression bot.
Shot, Mike again going to be in big danger. They'll make the jump in. They've just got so much damage. Mike losing his life another time, and this is what I like to see, John. Shopify Rebellion, they went back to the drawing board, they sorted out a new plan, and so far so good.
Yeah, it's working out great. And again, you have to respect just how much Deadshot and the Column can do in trying to melt down these heroes. I love that understanding of Shopify, that this lane, this setup, your Morphling is the one that you can leave alone. You can play off the back of the off lane. You can expect Yopaj to rotate when he's got room from mid. And that just fixes a lot of issues from the last game. They're still maintaining this triple hero presence down bot. They've got forward ward set up by Skem. Anyone that oversteps here is just dead. Look at Mika, he's not even bottoming. He's already in the jungle very early on.
Power Rune spawning though, Yopaj really wants it. They're going to try and deny it away in Boxy. He does pick up the invis, so Yopaj gets nothing. Hellscream in the meantime on the wrong side of that mid-river could just be set to fall. He'll get a dead shot onto Nisha, but it's not really going to help at all. He is down. So Liquid not only finding the Power Rune, but also finding a free kill as now Skem shows up. But thankfully for him, they'll leave him alone.
Yeah, a little bit of a misstep out from Hellscream. Maybe expecting a little bit more, a faster response onto the Power Runes does get punished. You're very happy about that for Liquid to find Nisha getting a freebie kill. Just try to compensate after, again, a little bit of a slower start in the lane. Evening out just a bit, 4 to 5. Again, we've seen some good changes out from the side of Shopify in terms of what they've gotten out in this early portion of the game. They're trying to go for a smoke out. Yopaj and Hellscream looking down bot again. Mike painted with a target on his back. That ward gonna be taken out, but they're on their way already.
Yeah, so much map movement down towards the bottom lane. In fact, top lane, even Yamato could find himself in danger if Saberlight can make the rotation into the T1 tower, but it looks like he is going to be looking away from that situation for now. Though I say that, Saberlight's still looking to cut Yamato off. Eventually will trample. Waveform away though, Saberlight not going to be able to really catch him. Nisha was around the corner to boot, but is going to be unable to find the initiation. But I appreciate how much map movement we have seen from both sides into these safe lanes of the opposing side, as now Skem actually getting tipped by Mike. Getting spotted out. Mike still could be in danger if they do want to bring themselves back down bottom, but it seems like they don't really want to dive the T1 tower yet.
Skem was being cheeky. You know, he stole a creep from the camp right by the tier 2. No fear in the world. Now, Yopaj wasn't even with him anymore. So, you know, just trying to be as annoying as possible, give space out for Amaterasu, slowing down this Drow. Again, you have lost your top tier 1 here for the side of Shopify, so you are at a little bit more risk for Yamato. No wards to defend him up top.
Boxy, they're really trying to protect that Power Rune. They do get the regen. Yopaj missing out. Still going to go in with the Magnetize though onto Boxy, but he's lost all his mana. They will bring in the Doom to boot, but Saberlight's going to join in. Boxy's still dropping, but Yopaj is dropping lower, and Yopaj already gone as Saberlight looking for more. Meanwhile, Skem on the side in pretty big danger as well as Insane. They should be able to take him out. They've even found the Doom. Hellscream to go down. Can they at least get Amaterasu out of there? Mike, he's not going to be able to have enough damage. But it's still a fantastic fight for Team Liquid.
I mean, a lot of things didn't line up.
Saberlight doesn't have pulverize. How do they even get there that fast?
They just instantly collapsed, and again, they've been very disciplined on the Power Runes, as you called. But what went wrong for Shopify is just this connection with the Doom. Amaterasu gets the Doom off onto Nisha after he uses his spells, gets decrept so he can't keep the chase down, and then it's a very split fight. Yopaj is on the side, Saberlight manages to get the charge through, and you're split up when you want to play off the back of that Doom.
Boxy going to try and set up an Amaterasu. You've got Saberlight on the left side. Skem is around to try and help with the Fire Blast out and an Ignite, but Amaterasu going to get pulverized immediately by Saberlight. So they should even find Skem. Help is around the Yopaj, going to try and force himself into the scenario as they do take down Boxy. A nice quick kill, but Shopify, they need to leave knowing Nisha is around the area.
It's just a little bit rough to take these prolonged fights for Shopify as well. As long as the ward placement is great from Insania, you do not have enough in the tank to keep the spell spam out from Yopaj and the spell spam out from Skem to try to slow down these engagements. Just a lot of things to have to worry about here for the side of Shopify. For Liquid, again, it's been a little bit more back and forth here, but they are still getting the farm they need. Saberlight definitely delivering on that free lane he had for himself up top, going straight for a BKB and a Primal Beast. That's going to be massive. it's going to force a choice out from Amaterasu, whether or not he'd want to doom him or anyone else.
Insania being chased down now, Shopify Rebellion. Not going to be able to quite finish off the job. The Decrepify from Insania really going to keep him safe. Here comes Nisha. Tornado is going to land very nicely. Of course, Sableye is still here. I mean, everyone's just been down at the bottom lane for how long now, I want to say. Everyone just loves this part of the map.
That they do, and Yopaj still hasn't gotten rune control. Casual pickup coming out there for Boxy on the Arcane. Would have been great for Yopaj to try to set up for these rotations, but they just haven't had control on the area for the side of Shopify. They've got a ward. Just this time around, the bodies were busy playing tag elsewhere. A bit of a smoke out from Shopify though. They do have Doom ready to go on Amaterasu. They just need to be able to collapse onto one target and stay on that target this time around.
They're going to give it a crack. Through the mid lane, they will go. Insania though in a good position to break the smoke. They still really want to try Phoenicia. They got the Doom out. This will be a huge pickoff if they can secure. Team Liquid, they're trying to get there in time, but Nisha's already been lost. Do they still want to fight? They're going to move in with Saberlight. Hellscream in big trouble is already down. Amaterasu is still trying to fight. Saberlight getting quite low now as they do move in with the Magnetized. Saberlight, has he gone too far? I think he may have with the life ray from Insania. Going to keep him alive. Saberlight will make it out. But Shopify, they should still be pretty happy with that trade.
They should be. It does cost them a lot. Magnetize plus the Doom, constant Magnetize refreshes to ensure that kill comes out for Yopaj. That means he doesn't have the stone to try to clean up on that chase down on Saberlight, but you're alleviating some of that pressure. You're buying some space out for your Morphling. There has been no action for Yamato for quite a while, with all of the attention down bot and mid. The same thing goes though for Mike. He's free up top, he's free farming on that Drow. No one's been stopping him past the laning phase, and at this point in terms of CS, Mike has fully recovered here.
Certainly has a fantastic game for Mike as well as Shopify Rebellion now moving in Yopaj. He will avoid the Tornado, but will get hit with the Brambles. First run out as well, but he still gets her all the way. Very nice. Now Hellstrom going to move in. Nisha getting hit by the dead shot. They want to really try once again for that Evoker. Amaterasu moving in as well as Yamato, but they don't have enough damage for Nisha without the Doom out yet. Decrepify will allow Nisha to walk away scot-free as Amaterasu still trying to go for save life. The Pulverize going to come out and scam. He'll cancel it with the Fire Blast. They do take down Saberlight, and nobody will drop from Shopify.
And they finally get some rune control as well. Yopaj picking up a shield rune to sustain all of this aggression. I'm pretty sure all of the map movement has just been fully focused on mid and bot, especially mid in the past 2 minutes at the very least here. And again, it's kind of paying off for Shopify. You don't have a significant lead, you're not even leading in kills, but you're getting some good spacing out, you're getting some time for Yamato to farm. Already has that Vlad's up, going for his own Dispel in the Manta, so you've got some solutions for the silences and the control. But it might not be enough depending on how they space that out on Liquid. Liquid, for their part, starting to get that room down mid to just get that steady push that Pugna can enable.
Yopaj looking for Nisha, but the roll's a bit shorter now. He's just in the middle of nowhere, maybe getting a little bit too excited in Yopaj. He's still proving to be pretty tanky though. He'll get the Magnetize off, and Nisha is rather Insania. The one to get left behind is now the Doom out. They've got Nisha with that one. Nisha still going to be able to retreat just fine. I do not believe he will die. He'll be alright.
Yeah, just not enough damage and follow through from Shopify again. No angles for Yopaj to find, a little bit too far away. But they are tempering back these fights. No Doom for quite a fair bit of time is an opening for Liquid if they did want to reset and go back at it. The BKB for Saberlight now only one part away as well. So again, things are coming together. All Amaterasu is doing is dooming up Nisha.
You built this?
It was easy once I found the parts.
Looks like you need a break. The General gives you one with flexible payment options.
Look, a chemical reaction!
Oh! For a great low rate, go with the General.
Hit it again, Jen.
Life doesn't always go as planned, which is why Domino's is giving you an emergency.
Mickey dropping so low, but here comes Nisha. They really want to keep Mickey alive, but the Spirit Vessel just taking him down. Mickey is down.
It's not enough.
Yopaj, he'll secure one. In fact, they'll get two now. As Nisha needs to get away, but the roll forward is there. Nisha being slowed up now with the boulder smash into the geomagnetic grip. They've got Mal helping coming. Yamato, he'll take Nisha down. Saberlight at least able to onslaught away, but Yopaj, he wants more blood. He wants more. Boulder Smash not going to connect, but the geomagnetic grip does as they do roll in with the Doom out. Saberlight now being caught. Can he run away? He'll try to juke out through the tree line, but they're going to find him eventually. Saberlight to go down a bird. And Shopify, they have come back with a vengeance here in this game too.
That they have. This aggression is just lining up. This time the response from Liquid felt a little bit one by one. They're streaming in one by one after they lose a couple of heroes into that TP point. The isolation, the aggressiveness of Mickey without any sort of dispel or even just a 4-staff Hurricane Pike to get him out of dodge is also just maybe a little bit brazen. You know, he has been having a good game. He has managed to recover quite a fair bit, but you have to respect the fact that there is that full Spirit Vessel up on Yopaj. The life drain just does nothing at this point.
It doesn't do much, that's for sure. You saw it on Mickey, they're desperately trying to keep him alive with it, but there's certainly not enough other vessels still going, and you haven't got anything like a Lotus to try and dispel it. Amaterasu again looking to move in. Yopaj, he'll go roll up to the high ground himself. Not going to see too much yet. There is vision around this area for Team Liquid. Shopify, they'll get some vision down of their own. Team Liquid, though, grouping up. Amaterasu is the closest target to them. Boxy's going to try and start onslaught in, but there's quite a few heroes from Shopify around. They might be able to roll back in. In fact, they will, but Saberlight, he's got a BKB available this time around. Yopaj, he needs to escape out of this. He'll try to roll away. In fact, he'll walk away now. The turnaround is here. Boxy does go down, and now the chase is on. Saberlight forced to onslaught out of there without a BKB. Meanwhile, Insania looking like he has no way out of this. Can Mickey get out? Hellscream's trying to chase him down, but he's going to be all right. 2 for the price of nothing here for Shopify Rebellion, and they can look towards that mid-tier 1 tower.
And they can get that siege going. They've got the damage. They've got the Pugniform for Yamato as well. So nice and quick with a Morphling on hand. Nisha wasn't even around for that last fight. Just split pushing top, trying to get some space out. And that is starting to cost him. That's the BKB reveal of Saberlight. That's his first charge down. So down to 8 seconds already. And that's Shopify taking a fight without Doom. It still works out.
It's a big deal. That is a very big deal. Team Liquid still just unable to get on the right footing here in this game too, at least for now. The thing is as well, Yamato, he's just getting so much farm in the meantime. Like, he's able to just jump in and join these fights here and there, but the rest of the time he's just had complete map control to farm wherever the hell he wants. This Team Liquid needs to back off. There's another smoking coming. They'll try to get through the twin gates, and it seems like they should be okay. Mickey though! Oh, they left the Drow behind! Oh, this is not what you wanted. Mickey didn't get the memo. They left their carry.
No. And they might lose more up top still.
They may. This is all a trap. Amaterasu trying to move in. Here comes Yamato to help out as Boxy just trying to deal with the Doom, but he can't do it on his own. In fact, he can. He'll at least find Amaterasu before he does go down. But Yopaj will secure a double kill. Team Liquid, I mean, losing Mickey like that, it's never going to feel good.
No, it isn't. It's a rough one right now for Liquid. 6K behind, big lead for Shopify early on. And everything's online. Again, you're going to get your BKB on Yopaj sooner rather than later.
Can they kill him?
Silences aren't going to be too big.
Onslaught? Oh, it's off the mark. Just barely off the mark, Yopaj. Quick instinct to just roll out of there. So 11 to 17, 6K advantage, shooting the way of the Dire. A much closer game, which is exactly what we wanted, John. Not one-sided whatsoever this time. Team Liquid still looking to try and force a fight. Keep in mind though, Amaterasu did just buy out a BKB. Scam
here
will get caught. He's in the middle of nowhere here, Scam. Try to go for a run. Boxy is going to continue chasing him down with the Bedlam and does find the kill. Meanwhile, towards the west, Insania has been caught. He'll get the Decrepify off, but that probably won't save his life as he's just completely surrounded. A 1-for-1. Who wants more?
They're still ready. Again, they've got the shift form on Pugna for Yamato, so he can just siege. That's the beauty from Morphling here. I mean, it's a challenging game into a Drow and all of that, but you have a Pugna you can play with, and you can just provide some push, but your lineup doesn't necessarily do the best here for the side of Shopify.
Absolutely not. It makes it very, very hard here for Team Liquid as Yopaj does get caught with a cold snap into the ice wall. Can he find a way out of this one? I mean, it's just Nisha for now. Skevin's trying to sneak up from the back as he will pop his BKB on Yopaj. Doesn't want to touch. It's like 6 silences on Nisha right now. So that'll be your BKB debut of Yopaj, also kind of being just used to retreat.
Not the ideal, but you're feeling happy about that, of course, on the side of Liquid to manage to get that big tool out. Look at their movement across the map now, sticking together, looking to force something while the Earth Spirit is not comfy. See if they find an angle in. Lines are drawn in the right spot.
Yeah, it's a good gank attempt here from Team Liquid. Hellscream still not spotted out yet. Liquid still yet to give the vision, but they have their smoke broken, and Hellscream will get caught. It's just a support, but they'll happily take it. But the rest of Shopify are around. They were trying for Roshan. Do they want to stick around? Amaterasu, he's been pulverized up. He needs to get that Doom off. Meanwhile, Yamato, he just moved in. Amaterasu, in fact, he doesn't even have the Doom available right now. He might just drop without it. They do take down the Doom. Here comes the cavalry, though. They'll try and jump on Saberlight, but where's the follow-up damage? Yopaj is being left behind. He'll try to roll out of there, but it's not enough. Team Liquid finding a 3-for-1 now. As they're looking for more, Yamato's still around the area. Scam will get hit by a tornado. Sableye onslaught in. Yamato's still around to try and help out, but Scam looks like a sitting duck, and Scam is down. They want more. Insania warning Yamato. We'll go for the life drain, and now Liquid, of course, they've got free reign over Roshan.
And that's just such an unfortunate fight. Shopify, Amaterasu did manage to get the Doom off onto Nisha, but again, it's one of those earlier issues they had in some of these earlier fights.
Oh, they're not Roshan.
No follow-up just yet, and they go for the reset. A little bit curious, maybe perhaps expecting the side of Shopify to try to run back into that area, just get back some control on the map, get some farm going for yourself right now. There is still some room to grow. It's not the quickest Roche, I don't think, but this kind of lineup either. So just try to get that build up into a dispel source for Mike. He's not held back by the silences. That's going to fix a lot of issues here for your Drow. Shopify still in a decent spot in this game, of course. 16-19, and they're the ones to start poking onto Roche. But they are aware this should be the next objective. I love the sneaky ward from Shopify, though. Look at this, watching right outside the camp. Not an easy spot to de-ward, pretty far away from the outpost, so it will spot the rotations in here.
Oh, they're going to try. They saw the Roshan happening with the Sunstrike from Nisha, so they're very well aware. Shopify going to smoke up, and Nisha does get caught. Yopaj, a perfect setup. Nisha, he's still alive, though the 4 staffs away, but the roll again from Yopaj right on target. He got the magnetized to boot. Nisha, though, still trying to run. Can they kill him? Decrepify will save a little bit as Hellscream's the one to go down. Nisha, he'll finally drop. He'll finally drop. Nisha is gone, but he does have buyback if he needs it. He can come back anytime as Amaterasu forced to BKB up. The pulverized locks him down. Meanwhile, Yopaj rolling in, but he's gone too far. Mickey will just turn right onto the Earth Spirit. Scam even moving in, but it's Save Your Buddy syndrome. 4 for the price of 1. Where's Yamato?
He's out. He's just forced to go out. Just not in position to follow through, and what looked like a messy start for Liquid does turn around. Shopify, just a few seconds away from getting the Doom, just a few steps away from getting that roll on top of the ground, but if you don't manage to step on top of Mike, these fights fall apart. Like, it is so important to take away that passive, to try to cut off the damage, to get that focus in. But this kind of goes back to our point earlier. If you do Doom up Nisha, if you do manage to isolate one, what do you do about the backline? It's only really Yopaj right now that can get that jump in for the team.
Yeah, very, very tough. That team fight could have been all that Liquid needed to make this comeback now in this game too. The Yamato is hanging around the bot lane. It seems like they're going to try and force a fight, even when the Aegis up on Mike. Yamato moving in. Mike will be spotted, but he'll be able to just mad the dodge off the adaptive strike and run. No problems here for him. Team Liquid not willing to risk anything. They'll just happily walk away with the Aegis. Even if you have to use this Aegis as a farming Aegis, I think they'll be just more than happy giving Mike the space.
Absolutely. There's just so much scaling left on this Drow. I love that Mike is just going straight for his Ags after finishing up his defensive items in the Manta and the Hurricane Pike. So now you'll have an answer for that durability coming in there from Yamato, even to an extent what we've been seeing from Amaterasu, although he has felt a little bit squishier. You do have the answers in this Drow pick. This is where it starts to get really scary. This is where you have to consider your angles here in Shopify. Like, I love that they've been putting a big target on Nisha's back, But it just leaves so much room for Mike to dance around on this Drow. And we heard the panel, right? Like, this is a hero that Yatoro has been winning on. We haven't seen it much in our groups, but this hero can do a lot.
Yopaj, he's going to roll in. He's got his BKB up. Saberlight immediately going to go for the Pulverize. Mika's going to try and burst him down, but the Doom has been committed. Saberlight will back off. So will Shopify. Neither side wanting the fight. Of course, if you're Team Liquid, you just wait out the Doom and just go again.
It's getting really hard with all of these 4 stabs up and trying to isolate some heroes away. It almost feels like you want the Nullifier to be up and running on someone to just stop this escape route that you're seeing from the side of Liquid. And no one's really queuing up a Nullifier on Shopify just yet. So no easy answers for all of these bailouts that you're getting here on the side of Liquid. With Doom down, Shopify don't have much confidence in the next fight for a minute and a half. A lot of room for Liquid to just siege. Top tier 2 gone. They get to control up the map, maybe a little bit of a counter shot from Shopify on mid. They can't really realistically expect to commit while playing into Aegis here.
Oh, they could find Yamato. He's in that Radiant jungle right now. His team is nearby though. Team Liquid still looking for a fight. Yules up from Boxy onto Amaterasu. Meanwhile, Saberlight there, he got caught at the backside. Maybe they can burst him down, but a very nice terrorize, making sure he can walk away. As now the big silence. Yopaj is gone. Oh, what a start from Liquid. They'll find Saberlight, but it'll be at the cost of Hellstream's life. His skin will be left behind.
Hi, Bella. Maybe today's your day. It hurts.
They managed to get a lot of things right earlier on, but once Liquid just find a couple of these bailout tools, get these Hurricane Pikes up, it's just way too much to try to deal with. Such a tight spot for Shopify to try to fight into, and it just gets broken apart.
It's a beautiful terrorize that was thrown out just at that last second, buying Saberlight a little bit of time into the 3-man silence of Mike, and well, that's all she wrote, John. They're fighting from the high ground to boot, so you just really had no chance after that. And poor old Yamato, I mean, he's trying to find some angles with these fights, but it's just taking so long for him to be able to burst down the supports. They're just buying so much time that he's unable to actually get to the cause during these team fights.
Yeah, it's again a lot of pressure on Yopaj. Maybe you have to actually put your Morphling in the firing line. Yamato is trying to work onto a BKB to be able to try to manage the back with Yopaj somehow. But it's still a ways off. There's a lot of time left for the side of Liquid to play around with Aegis. It's a minute left, maybe not the most. Good scans are finding them by the rune spot here.
Boxy, he's going to go for the Yules immediately, but the silence out from Yopaj not going to allow the follow-up as Boxy does go down. Not too big of a deal for Liquid. They'll just sit back and relax for about 45 seconds because there's no buyback on Boxy.
Yeah, and again, Aegis is about to expire anyhow. Boxy is going to respawn while Aegis expires. You're going to have your opportunities to play. You've got the full Ags up on Mike. So it's not going to be a comfy time for Yamato whatsoever. Someone has to stop this Drow. Almost feels like he might be forced to doom Mike just to ensure that kill, but giving Nisha free reign in these fights also doesn't sound like a great idea.
Can they find Mike? Aegis down in 15 seconds. Shopify, this is a very sneaky gank attempt. Oh, this could be a massive pick-off at the right time as well. Mike, he has no idea they're coming. Yopaj, can he get the initiation? Do they see him? If the smoke breaks, Mike is going to know. Saberlight's around as well. The roll forward, the silence, it doesn't connect. They found the Drow. Mike is just gone. Oh, no Aegis to speak of. Meanwhile, mid lane, Insania also caught by Yamato, though he's alone. This could be a big trade for the side of Team Liquid if they could catch him. Yamato, though, he does get to the high ground. They won't have enough control for him.
That's what they needed on the side of Shopify. Again, they just have to find a way to double down on that Drow. The rest of the team wasn't there from Liquid, but it does cost them Doom and Shopify. They did manage to sit through the Aegis at really good form, and now they have their own opportunity to try to siege. So they'll just take that while they can. 35 seconds until Mike is back up.
Tornado out. Curse Crown also going to land into the brambles. Yamato actually sitting quite low, but gets the strength morph off. He's fine. Saberlight waiting for that right moment to jump in with that Pulverize. They're going to try now. Onslaught is in. Pulverize, not going to be used up. The silence was there in time. Now Save Light, the one in danger, but Decrepify will buy him a bit of time as Yopaj. He'll get terrorized. He'll still be able to escape just fine as Shopify now looking for a reset. Not too much committed yet.
Yeah, all things considered, I think you're fairly happy on the side of Shopify. Already forcing out Terrorize while Doom is on cooldown. So you'll have a small window where Terrorize is down, Doom is up, that you could look to force a fight. I'll take a nice, easy Tormentor on Liquid, getting a pretty big freebie for Insania. So you do get some utility out with the Nether Ward at the very least and trying to hold back the rest of Shopify. But what an even game here for Game 2, Mike. 24-23, less than 1k lead for Liquid. We've had some great moments from Liquid. We've had some great moments out from Shopify. It's all a knife's edge. Again, the conditions are met by both sides. All of their cores are very well farmed. Mikke and Yamato at equal footing. All the cores actually at a very equal footing outside of maybe Yopaj slightly behind. So you have a lot of things that you have to consider. BKB up now for Yamato. Again, the Doom target prioritization from Amaterasu is going to dictate a lot of how these fights are going to have to be executed here.
Here we go, Shopify, they want to move in. Roll will not connect. Tornado is out onto Yopaj. He gets the BKB in time. Magnetizes pop. Immediately Liquid, they'll go for the reset once again. Nothing to come out of this one.
It's a little bit scary for the side of Shopify. You did pop the BKB and magnetize, as you mentioned there, so there is a window. You didn't have to pop Pulverize, you didn't have to pop your own BKB on Saberlight. There is an opportunity, but they won't take it. They'll just go back, keep that steady build up. A bit of a siege here from Shopify down bot. They are close enough in Liquid to just send bodies en masse, and they will smoke up to try for this defense.
They've got to try something. Roshan is coming up pretty soon. 5 seconds till we find out exactly how long Roshan will be. They are coming from the north. A minute till Roshan respawns. Perfect timing for either team that wins this fight. A Save Light gonna try and roll in. Does end up finding the Muerta. Meanwhile, Amaterasu, he does get a Doom off right onto the drought, but Mikke has run his way out just fine. Nobody down quite yet from the side of Liquid as they're continuing to chase, but Amaterasu, he gets left behind. It's 2 down for Shopify as they need a TP away. The Tornado, though, is off the mark. Yamato, he just cancels it himself. He'll run the old-fashioned way. Shards and Terrorize gonna connect to both. They pincer him in. And Team Liquid, they should have dibs on Roshan.
It's open for them. Not too long to respawn. The side of Shopify, again, it's a little bit disconnected there, Mike. The Doom comes out on Mikke. He's at the back. There's no follow-through. Just such a scattered fight. Shopify have to find a way to connect everything. Right? If that commitment's there from Amaterasu, or if that commitment's there from Yopaj, the other cores need to be on board as well, because if you can't clean them up during that Doom duration, if you can't utilize those ultimates, the follow-up fight is just a nightmare. Liquid can sustain through. They have a lot of room out with Insania healing in the back. They've got a ton of damage, a lot of sustain cancel out with Mikke, and they don't even bother with Roche. They're just going to start digging into the high ground. They know there's no threat without this Doom.
20 seconds without buyback as well for Yamato. This could be a very scary push for Shopify Rebellion to try and deal with. If you lose this next team fight, it's just going to be such a heavy cost that it comes at. Team Liquid, they are not backing off. They know how fast they can push down these Tier 3 towers. It is no problems for Team Liquid. The question is, do they want to stick around for the racks? Roshan is available for them to just take, and they will retreat. They'll play it safe.
I like that respect. Again, there's maybe some kickback plays that Yopaj can get done. Feels like that's the one big thing outside of just Doom being available here. Shopify, they do have to contest. They cannot afford to give this away for free. Doom will be up in 20 seconds. There's some time here for them working their way into the pit to try to force something out.
Oh, an amp damage rune as well? It's going to be spotted by Liquid, I do believe. That's the classic Gaben's Blessing rune right there for whoever wants it. They'll guard it. The thing is, Roshan has respawned. I mean, Shopify, they're going right now. They're not wasting any time. They're the first ones into the pit. Liquid, they're the ones taking their time to get here.
They're just staying mid.
They're staying into the mid lane.
This is pretty big. Shopify do manage to sneak away with this one.
Oh.
They're going to be able to make it in time for the defense. Yeah, no. They're smoked away on Liquid. They're looking to push mid.
They didn't get the read. They let Roshan go down for free. Of course, Shopify will have enough time, I'm sure, to get there, but Liquid, they're starting on the mid-racks. They don't care. No. They just want the objectives, and they're going to get away with it. Does Shopify not have TP?
It feels that, I mean, they've got TPs on hand. Maybe they just felt like it would be a little bit late. No TP on Yamato at very least. Still, fight outside.
Oh, Amaterasu being spotted. The BKB is going to be forced out very early on, though. Saberlight on slotting forward will cancel eventually. So now you know the BKB's down for the Doom. Do Liquid still want to fight with the Aegis side?
I feel like they could. Like, as long as these fights are very scrappy from Shopify still, it maybe doesn't even matter that Yamato has 2 lives. If you ignore him till the end, kill off Amaterasu first and Yopaj, Morphling alone in a vacuum is not the biggest threat. Especially, again, you've got the draw with a full Ags up. With those Frost Arrows, with a Hypothermia, with a healing reduction, it's going to be a painful time if Yamato is isolated.
They're looking around, see if they can find somebody on the low ground. Oh, Amaterasu! He was on the low ground! Oh, he's been caught. No buyback available here for the Doom. Is now Yopaj also silenced up. We'll be okay. Still has his BKB if he needs. But they're fighting without their Doom now. I guess you could somewhat consider it a 5v5 with the Aegis on Yamato, but I don't think so. That Doom's just so important.
It really is. Again, they need that connection to the back. They need to stop Nisha or Mike from just taking control in the middle of these engagements.
Roll in. Yopaj is going to kick away Saberlight. They'll try and burst out the big man straight off the bat. Saberlight, though, gets his BKB off and can back off. Tier 3 tower is also down. Mike, he'll get started now on the range racks. Shopify are the ones that need to make a move, but they really don't want to do it without their fifth. They're trying to buy some time. Rock throw is out. It'll connect onto Yamato. Saberlight just chucking rocks now. They'll find a secondary barracks. Nice and easy for Team Liquid.
And that's into Aegis. Again, as long as Liquid kill off the Doom or that Bird Spirit first, they are not that concerned. These fights are just way too scrappy for Shopify without either of these 2 heroes. And they can just kind of relax, try to eat through the Aegis timer at this point. Again, maybe you see an opportunity onto Amaterasu. You've got a lot more defense out from Liquid as well with a full Linken's up on Nisha. So your Doom options grow a little bit smaller here for Amaterasu. Heck, he doesn't even have a way of popping it, not from his neutral spells at the very least. Going for the full aura and trying to get some damage up. But that will cause some issues down the line with his pickup on the Invoker.
Not so fast. The general's coming with you.
Mom!
He gave us a break on our car insurance, and he'll look after you too.
Yep, with flexible payment options.
Okay, but why is Shaq coming too?
To show you how it's done.
For a great low rate, go with the General.
Send those pics in. What we running with today? You already know.
Joe, Trav is about to go off tonight.
Facts. That's the play.
Run it, and I'll see y'all tonight.
Might have to run that.
I told y'all to run that. Come on now. You said it. Come on. You said it.
Download the PrizePicks app today. Enter $5 and get $50 instantly. PrizePicks, run your game.
Here you go, buddy.
Thanks, Dad.
My dad taught me to seek adventure, to respect nature.
Wow, almost there.
To love it.
It's beautiful.
Do you love it? And now I want to protect it. For my son and the next generation. That's why I got a Subaru EV.
Wait for me!
The Subaru Solterra, powered by love. Get special low rates during the Share the Love event, and we'll donate $300 to charity.
To find that Blink Doom target, none of them presenting themselves very easily here from the side of Liquid. Tier 3 down, last set of racks exposed. Shopify, and they only have 40 seconds on that Aegis. Yamato is going for a Divine. Like, he's starting to go all in now on this morph.
Sure is. A-shot. Will move in. Yamato gonna try. They have started the fight. Amaterasu, they're looking for a target. Is gonna maybe go into Nisha, but still holding back. Does eventually choose Saberlight instead. Liquid still very, very patient here.
I mean, Aegis is about to expire from Saber.
It's been that long. It's been that long. They just haven't found a way to make it work.
That's just
Bodrax is gone. Mega creeps are up. Team Liquid. Basically one team fight away from putting off this 2-0 victory.
This is so dire for Shopify. There's that Vine. Yamato, this is all in.
He's all in.
It has to work.
The Morphling. Can the Divine Rapier make this work? How do they start the fight? I mean, these tier 4 towers are just going down so darn fast. There goes one. Here comes a second. Roll in, Yopach, he's going to start the fight. They'll try onto Nisha, but the Decrepify makes it impossible to follow up. Sableye with the Pulverize, they'll jump Mickey. The Divine Rapier adds a lot of damage, and Mickey's gone. Mickey is down, Sableye also in danger. Yamato just hitting like a truck. Yopach looking for some more targets. Boxy, he'll get into the Glimmer Cave. Insania will do so as well, but the roll's right on target. They'll find Insania to boot, and that will be a third to go down. Can they get to the height? Oh, Nisha. Nisha's been caught. He'll try to make a run for it, but Yopach still looking for the control to this Invoker. Tornado will connect. Still the roll can be used. Nisha still just trying to run towards the west side of the map into the tree line, but has been caught now. They've got the Invoker. Shopify, they're not out of this game yet.
Not yet, but they're playing against the Megas. They're at a massive risk with the Divine. It doesn't look smooth for them to try to siege onto the high ground. There's still buybacks in Liquid with Swell. They have to put in extra work to try to reel this one back, but they are still in the game. 29 to 27, 8k lead up for Liquid. Mega Creeps up and running. Shopify have to constantly correct their lanes, but if they can somehow work their way into the next Roshan, that's where things start to get maybe a little bit dicey for Liquid. That's where the high ground starts to seem like a realistic probability for the side of Shopify.
I mean, the Yamato's hitting like a truck. He's even for about 800 per right click on this Morphling. It's a lot of damage, and as you saw, if he can make the jump on the Drow, Mickey could not sustain himself without that Decrepify coming in clutch. Very, very hard style of game now for Shopify anyway, though. I mean, Liquid, they do have the Megas up, so they can just take their time and keep that farm going, as Nisha's going to get a free chance for himself in this Invoker. Next Roshan, still about 47 seconds away till we find out when it will respawn. Of course, that is going to be the next big objective, assuming Liquid don't want to try and move high ground again, but judging by what happened last time, I think they might wait.
Yeah, they're going to have to be a little bit disciplined here on Liquid. I mean, they've done it before. You know, a lot of these fights recently for Shopify, outside of this timing with the Divine, has been very scrappy. It's Amaterasu jumping in, dooming one, no follow-up, or Yopaj rolling, barely catching someone out, and then just not getting the follow-through from his doom. There's a lot of pressure on all of these core players on the side of Shopify to find these angles out. And it just feels maybe a little bit easier to execute for Liquid, especially again considering they've got Linken's up, they're scaling into the late game at this point, they've got a lot of damage on Mika as well, as long as he doesn't get focused down. There is a lot to work with here on Liquid, considering the map state. Shopify, they've got to find some openings somehow, a bit of a longer Roche timer as well, middle of the road, a minute 50 until it's up. So there's a lot of time where Shopify, again, just can't really find a condition to go in unless they start finding people one by one somehow.
They'll play it slow here, Shopify. They need to wait for Team Liquid to make maybe a little bit of a mistake, maybe come to their own high ground. There is still that one tier 4 tower standing on about 160 HP. Just a couple right clicks away from dying. And it's always going to be a fear as well in this game, like just getting backdoored if you're not too careful. As Shopify Rebellion. Insania has been spotted. Yopaj, he's right on the roll. He finds the Pugna. That'll be a nice easy kill. That's a good start here for Shopify Rebellion. There'll be no follow-up though. They'll leave it at that.
Yeah, again, they can't take that risk. They have to correct lanes, mid still shoving in. Like you mentioned, this tier 4 is that 9 HP. 9 HP in a dream for that tower.
Lovely.
Keeping that Ancient protected at the very least, doing its job.
It's alive.
It's a rough one, right? Like, it's hard for Liquid to close. They're showing a lot of respect to Shopify. It's hard for Shopify to play outside. They do have BOTs 2 up in Amaterasu at the least, so he can try to work outside the map, look for further angles, maybe hope for Yopaj or Yamato to get on top. The Travels 2 on top, get the Doom off, kind of try to run it from there. Again, Aegis, Roshan is going to be up in 20 seconds. Liquid this time are set up for it. Last time around, they just decided to go mid, and sure, the Aegis itself wasn't important, but the stall time it gave Shopify was big. They can't afford to make that mistake on Liquid. They have to secure Roshan here.
It really didn't feel like a mistake anymore. I tell you what, that Rax did pay off very, very nicely here for Team Liquid, and they're up Megas, so you can't complain whatsoever. But this time for sure, they want that Roshan. Now it is available. They'll have first dibs. Shopify Rebellion, I don't think we'll be able to get there. This will just have to freely go the way of Team Liquid.
Yeah, it's just way too risky. No forward vision set up by the side of Shopify. Very little vision right now across the river for Shopify, none whatsoever. And that's going to be the safety net now for the side of Liquid. Now, are you truly scared of 2 lives on Mike? Probably not if you can get on top of him. I think the ideal scenario now is you perhaps do Mike, take care of everyone else on the sides, deal with his 2 lives afterwards, because the support system around this Drow is massive. Whether or not you can do that when you doom the Drow first to clean everyone else up is a tricky spot to find yourself in. There's a lot of utility up. Nisha just gets a side of Vice up. They're looking for the end game. Liquid, one fight away from clearing this out and moving on here.
They certainly are. They're looking to move high ground once again. We'll see if this Divine Rapier can help Yamato survive this next fight. Keep the team alive, keep the dream alive here at ESL 1 Bangkok. It's Team Liquid slowly trying to move their way up. They're just hiding the tree line for now. Look for a target. Yamato, he'd be the perfect target if they could see it. They will not. All they see is Hellscream right now. Creep Wave will move up and so will Liquid. Yopaj, he's going to roll in. Saberlight being kicked back with the Aghanim Scepter. The BKB, though, still gets away, but they do get the Doom off from Amaterasu. But as soon as the Doom's committed, Saberlight says, thank you very much, we'll get the hell out of here. No problem.
Yeah, that's exactly what Saberlight would want. Get saved anyhow. No instant kills coming out for the side of Shopify, and it's just... How do you hold without that Doom? We were talking just so much about how
he's jumped in. His BKB's been popped already. He wants to go for the man fight. Mike, though, man fighting back, but Yamato's got more damage. Yamato surely gets him with the Decrepify. The Decrepify has bought a little bit more time. They'll get the Aegis down finally on this Drow. Can they get him a second time? Though is the big question. Amaterasu's life has already been lost, so it's a 4v5. The Ancient already half HP. Team Liquid, they could literally just focus the Ancient if they really want to. But Yamato not going to allow it. Goes in for Boxy. Does find one. Here comes Yopaj. Saberlight's a target. He'll try to onslaught out of there. Yopaj is down to boot. He has no buyback available. Onto the Yoga Scam. He will also look like he's going to be dropping as the invis. It's actually going to help him. They've got it. They have got it. Liquid, they will...
I'm having a hard time pinpointing this pick.
Well, it does look from the cams that they already know what it's gonna be. They have got 10 seconds to click that button, of course. The bonus time was still a minute before they even were into this final pick. And it will be your Drow Ranger, Kezu. Congratulations, 2 in a row.
Once more.
It's brought fairly low, and we'll just pop the tangos now to try and heal back up to reasonable levels. So, again, 4.5 minutes in, pretty static on the lanes, not seen any big rotations. Excuse me? Oh my god, and we see the cliff, double cliff, all the cliffs in Malik. You're gonna go down, GH gets down after! Oh, look at the smile on that man, he's happy.
From hitting level 6 easily, right? Because he doesn't want to come back to the mid lane. He wants to come back to level 6 and get a kill with Rue. So he's trying to jungle for 6.
They find him, Satanic able to take down Noob there. Just running down this Beastmaster and GH on the hunt from Aposhka. The Cogs push back. Do they have anything to try? Oh my god, he's just dead!
Dude, I'm not joking when I say that this is one of the worst matchups in Dota. You can do nothing. It's like Earthshaker. You can't do a thing.
Maybe a chance. Rue is in the area, making a move on a Miracle. Pulls him back to that tier 1 tower, not in range quite yet. Miracle trying to back out. He's still hanging on to that gun, but now they move over with the sniper. Is it going to be enough? They take him down. Malik, though, in trouble. You find my carry, you come on down and kill ya. I'm gonna turn it around the other way. Sumail looking strong.
Yeah, he has double Wraith Band. He's heading in towards the Maelstrom soon. Top of the board, 1,000 gold ahead of that Medusa.
This is the problem. Everybody's bat chesting over Miracle. Sumail's over to the side like, guys, I'm still pretty good. So another tier 1 tower taken, all of them gone at this point, and Noob, unfortunately for him, will not be able to get out of this one.
Yeah, ensuring that was going to be a kill. They are bringing the numbers right now here for Team Spirit.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So yeah, we talked a lot about the vision here from the Radiant side of this game, but when it comes to the team fights, vision is going to be the key for Team Spirit. You know, talked about the Zeus during the draft, this idea of how do you find the sniper in the Drow to start things off. That would be the goal, because famously, Magnus doesn't like being the first one in. A lot of pressure on Laurel, who has the Invis rune.
Danger, danger. They're running in. They're underneath the ward. They're all under the ward. They catch them both and pull them back in. Laurel for the follow-up. They're gone. Can they find more? You are not safe anymore. You are not safe here at all. They find Sumail too. You just take a casual little stroll under a ward.
Oh,
and they will punish you every time. The Hex comes out. The follow-up is there, Nigma.
Oh,
they are going to lose everybody. Nowhere left to go. 5-0. Trent, I think we found the ward of the game.
Just maybe. We'll see. We'll see. But if so, that was a pretty easy one. That is how you make...
And yeah, I mean, for the side of Nigma, it's very much just a sort of wait and see, try and get a good item timing here on something that they have, and maybe they can take a good fight when they're out of position. Held on to. Could think about the turnaround if they want. But GH, he's going to be the one that's left behind, and Omar very quickly dies. So GH gets out, Omar doesn't.
Yeah, Rue barely escaping as well. The Lion, the clutch finger of death there to ensure they got that kill on Miracle. He almost got saved. But that's going to grow that lead just a little further here for Team Spirit.
God, it is crazy how much just that one fight completely flipped this game on its head.
Yeah. That is definitely what they were waiting for. And they're starting to prepare for the eventual high ground siege here. Sumail almost done the Agnum Scepter there on the sniper.
Oh no. Miracle. Caught. He's even netted. The creeps are after him too here. It's just not fair as he goes down.
Everyone's out to get him.
Unbelievable. Satanic. I mean, even if Nigma knew that this was happening, I don't see any way that they can come on and contest it at all.
No, I believe they're high ground battlers in this one.
Oh, yeah. Rocket Flare sees it, and they spread out. So Roche on to Satanic, and you know what that means.
What's that mean?
Time to run it down a lane.
All right. Seems like a pretty good idea here.
Wait, are they trying to catch out here?
They are trying to catch them separated after Roche.
This would be good. Can they get him? Maposhka alone in trouble. Roar used and Maposhka dead.
That's nice. I like how they just immediately start running away, really hoping that he's going to die during that because you cannot stick around for too long there. So, well, guerrilla warfare here from Nigma Galaxy.
Oh, God. More gold for Satanic.
One fight win.
Okay, one fight win Rapier.
And then we got the, I mean, the eggs is there from Sumail, right? He's thinking about it.
Well, up towards high ground they go. Rue ready to jump. They already have the ward down. Nothing to take that one away, and Satanic is just going to step up to high ground. Mars there, Glimmer Cape forward. They take away a sentry, and now there is one problem with this. Watch what Rue does. He kills it instantly. And so
pretty good.
Illusion doing some good work. They run in with Laurel, tried to find one. That's an illusion, though, of Drow.
Very sneaky.
Now, like, waiting on the low ground, hoping to find somebody in too far. Satanic is not going to be easy to take down.
The crowd are cheering on Spirit here. They love this high ground siege. Got a little contingent of Spirit fans.
They keep on punching it. Tier 3 tower fallen. Omar can step forward. The Lincolns. Oh, that's passed over. That is annoying. And Satanic just continues to hit. There is not an answer to this. They're just going to lose their racks. The inevitability of Medusa.
Laurel is also standing directly in between the Clockwork and his supports. So if he gets hookshot, he feels like he can live.
Yeah.
Right? He just wants to make sure they don't get the jump on the Rue. Very nice positioning.
Spirit.
That was
easy
textbook.
as pie.
Yeah. I made that really easy.
All right, Nigma realizing we need to make some other type of move. They're going to go for a wraparound play here.
Would you say it's the name of the game?
We'll see if they can. I don't know if that's true, but it's something. They scan. Oh, dire scan. They know that they're coming from over there. So Satanic is like completely alone. The entire rest of the team realizes that if they come up here, the RP, somehow they find the initiation out of the base. Already Omar is dead, and now Malik running forward right on top of Miracle. Laurel shows up too. just an absolute evisceration. They don't even get the kill onto Mag. Textbook performance.
I can appreciate a desperation play, and that's what that was right there.
A devastating couple of moments here, and, well, they create some illusions. We'll do some damage. Omar dies for it. How much can they do? All right, they're already dead.
That's
Satanic, stand and stall, is a little bit low on mana, still has the Aegis to work through it. Sniper just completely destroyed. They take down another set of racks. Team Spirit, way too strong. GG is called.
You know, I can just about put my finger on where this game turned around. Somewhere near that bottom fight. Team Spirit, and then they turn it all around and swiftly take the game. And it's another one of those.
It's very rare that you have a moment in a game where it's so clear what it was that went wrong, and also it completely flipped the game on its head, right? And that's a moment that we had right there just a little bit ago with that ward placement.
TA could just go mid, couldn't she, for Storm? Isn't this like a good matchup?
Can, if you find like this type of carry that you're happy with in the game.
But like I'm agreeing with your other point where it's not their playstyle to put TA mid.
Yeah.
Wait, she's bailing.
Yeah, realizing what's going on, Maposhka runs away, and yeah, they're gonna leave this one to be granted.
He can try.
He can. Oh, no! Maposhka! What a god! It's going to come at the cost of his life, but they will manage to get 3 of those bounty runes right at the start.
He just
takes
got
that
it there.
one himself. And it could be a little bit more of a bloodbath, considering the heroes that we have here. As another deny right in the face of Laurel. Frustrating to see, I'm sure. We'll throw out an avalanche, secures that range creep. But yeah, I think this game, Sumail is going to be hitting level 6 again before Laurel does. And meanwhile, Blood Grenade Miracle in a little bit of trouble to chase down damage. It's going to be enough. Rue finds the kill.
Bird is just too good. Yeah, not too much of a problem there. Laurel going to try and make good use of it here, though. On to Miracle. No sentry down.
Miracle in some trouble. Tossed back onto Rue with the Rocket Barrage going. Not level 6 yet. Maybe could have gone for a play. And actually, wait a minute. Heat Trap. GA's keeping his buddy alive. Miracle! He lives through it, and the turn onto Laurel. They get the kill.
Oh, so much follow-up here as well. And Sumail, can I get some galvanized?
A couple more hits. Can they get one more charge? Yes, indeed.
Uh-oh, I've seen this movie before.
Triple kill for the King. Now, they will be able to come on over, although Noob is in the area. Cogs needs to dodge it, pushing away. Maposhka touches and steps up for the Wisdom Road, and they get both of them.
Yeah.
Rue,
He beats them. They were racing over there as fast as they could, but Rue going to place this one.
Maposhka, couple hits to the battery assault, drops down the calling. That's not going to keep you safe completely, and in fact,
he's quite dead.
They move in. Satanic cleans up.
And that was him trying to get in position to get this 8-mana rune for the Storm Spear. That's the whole point. Like, you're bringing it.
And it looks like they're actually going to show Noob on lane with his Blink Dagger. Actually, no, he's keeping it on his courier, so he's not showing it yet. And he's going to rejoin the smoke.
Yep. Really tricky fella there. All right, well, we'll see if it pays off.
Satanic.
That's a great target.
If they can get him. Immediately down. They catch him, trying to burn through his refraction instances. The silence is there too. From downtown, Sumail comes in, tries to kill him, and Satanic is dead. Do they complete this TP now? Malik, roar onto Sumail, trying to keep him alive. GH has the deep prep there, and they're perfectly okay.
And he's going to use the offensive drain here, though, as Miracle joins the fight.
Looking for more. Can't find him. Spear connects, and more galvanized charges. Nigma making the plays they need. That Blink Dagger was all it took. Prepared to get more involved. Still a very even game in spite of the disparity in depths.
Does have to be worried about the clockwork counter, but he's going to give him a little taste of it down bottom. Echo Slam gone.
Done.
See you later. Counter me, he says. That was a quick 1,500 damage on the nose there. Maposhka misplayed that one with all the opportunities he had, you know, to press 0 buttons.
Oh, hits onto the creep, trying to get away. GH, no luck. Although, actually, wait a minute. They turn it around. Oh, Maposhka goes down, but they're able to find a couple kills in return, and now Malik, he shows up too. He also is going to fall on this Beastmaster. They keep bringing in more and more targets.
That's used too. Now Noob.
Sure, keep killing him. Why not?
Oh,
Noob. Oh, he lives! The arena's down! And no BKB obviously means Satanic is in trouble. Laurel looking for a combo.
Want to test your survival skills? We got you. Want to collect souls and get XP? We got you. You scare me. Rated mature.
Fall 2.
You're not wrong. Smoke up here again. Trying to start something here. They're at a great moment right now for Team Spirit. They want this battle to take place.
Oh, Arcane Rune, Omar. He's found. They zip in. They steal away the Arcane. And now silence. Sumail forced to pop the BKB and walk this one off. Hook shot in. Finding one. Noob in trouble. Gonna pop the BKB to Zora. The rower. It comes out. They have enough for the kill. Team Spirit streaming forward now and finding another. GH toss back into the creep wave. He too is going to go down as Nigma lose 3 across the map.
Team Spirit were dedicated to finding a fight. How long did they just run around as a group of 5? Like, that was a solid minute and a half where they're just wandering around saying, we need the fight, we need the fight. We want this right now, okay?
Poshka coming to join the rest of the squad. It's going to take them a little while to walk over that direction. Nigma, at the very least, have better vision.
Yeah, more flares going overhead.
Over in this area, the smoke
time.
Hunting.
Noob is far ahead. Yeah, he's gotta wait up a little bit.
Oh, smoke breaks. Satanic up on the high ground. They walk under a ward. Now they find him, but they're going to go for the Beastmaster instead. Big jump onto Beast, trying to find that kill. Will it be enough? Not quite yet.
He's still alive.
They don't have the damage. Yes, they do. Finally taking him out, and now Laurel in pretty far. The spear to keep him away. Omar in trouble. Avatar's dead. Can they find more? Miracle. He is low. Satanic jumps onto him. He's got to hide away. One more hit, and that's enough. Sumail is now silent. Sumail is dead. 3 down. A 4th as there was a buyback from the Muerta. Not good enough for
all
Nigma.
the heroes to find the Beastmaster. Maybe the worst one in terms of the way it's there with the arena. They just couldn't burst him down in time.
And Omar trying to get away. He is getting body blocked by the big dragon. Mapochka pulls him in. They're going to set him on fire. And another kill. More gold into the coffers of Spirit.
You know who did the most damage in that fight?
Who's that?
It was actually Rue. That gyrocopter, I mean, what a place to take that engagement, too, right? He's just pumping out the damage everywhere on that gyrocopter. And then Satanic able to finish them off right afterwards with that targeted damage. Slugger that just goes through and cuts through a couple of heroes. You need to overperform on the damage in these team fights to the Earthshaker.
Oh, Miracle showing the Slugger. It reveals him. He's on a ward. We saw this last game, too.
Can he blink
He's
again?
walking right into the danger zone, trying to get away, but no! He has his BKB, wants to get out of there, trying to run, but they have the hook shot still. Has to find a way to escape. Miracle in danger. Miracle running. Miracle dead.
Yeah, there's nothing on that one. Too much vision, too much damage, BKB piercing stuns. And they've got it all covered.
Immediate smoke up again. They're smelling blood in the water. They want to keep running for this.
Yeah, and they're blinking right back to the high ground right now. Enigma Galaxy just want to get the hell out of here. There is a Daedalus TA
they're under a ward again
for you.
GH pulled back in. He's going down too. Laurel finds the kill. Omar will survive, it looks like. Sumail. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Sumail, you gotta run, buddy!
I mean, they know the plays he has to make, right?
Jeez. Satanic.
He's a big tiny. Which sounds like an oxymoron, because it is, but he is very large.
Miracle goes in, gets the shield rune.
And into an instant smoke.
Taking this fight now. They're underneath the ward a little bit. This could be an opportunity to jump in. They hex, but immediately counterplayed. Malik, he survives. They get the spear off, but it's not going to connect. Do they have enough damage now? Sumail, Noob backing away, trying to get out of here. They need to be careful about the counter initiation that could come in. Satanic, he's set in from the side. Noob hit, Noob dead. The gem down on the ground. Omar also to fall. Oh, that one hurts. That one hurts a lot. God, what a great play from Laurel.
I'm coming in. You know, he's blind. He can't see a damn thing because of the blood sport, but he's going to come help his buddy, you know?
Absolutely. Team Spirit feeling even better now, not afraid. They push GH back from inside, but that does put Satanic in a little bit far. Miracle throws out the fissure, trying to get the chain stun, not gonna happen. Instead, Maposhka's there.
Oh,
catching Miracle. They back away, but your buildings.
He's trying to save his BKB, but I don't think there's gonna be a fight here anyway.
Do they stick around for more? Still 20 seconds as Team Spirit maintaining dominance in this game too. Looking to knock Nigma out of this tournament. Miracle waiting to the side. They jump in, they can't find a target. They find the clockwork finally, but that's not looking like it's enough. They will take down Maposhka. Can they get more?
Miracle roar.
Malik out, Satanic. He throws out one jump. Now Pole.
He's got no BKB. Can they get him? That would be such a big target.
Sumail, he wants it. They're just a little bit too slow. Miracle chasing the Fisher. 1 to 2. An opportunity, a moment. The Echo Slam isn't enough. They need to get this kill desperately. He's so low on Satanic, but there's no help. Miracle.
It's Laurel. Laurel's in the back.
He got the high ground.
He got the Avatars on 3. They thought they had the play on the Satanic, but Laurel just bails them out completely.
What a freaking play. Again, saving the day when you tunnel vision on the TA. There is nowhere left to go. The Tiny comes in, stops all that aggression. They're gonna try again to hold, but they don't have Miracle. And now they toss back onto Omar. He's dead too. Nigma, no answers here. They'll go for the spear, the control, try and kill Satanic, but it's not looking like it's gonna matter. They don't have enough for that kill. Laurel stands tall, comes on in, punches Noob down to death. Satanic chasing Sumail with no more mana. He's forced to walk back to the fountain. 22,000 gold lead, and Team Spirit just way too strong.
Once again here, undeterred by early deficits. Team Spirit, they just don't worry about it.
And they're gonna need to buy back onto the throne, onto the tier 4 towers. Nigma, if they want to stay in this tournament, they gotta throw everything at them right now. They're gonna use one last glyph. Satanic jumps in, almost one-shots GH. They buy back now on the Mars. Will this be enough to stop Team Spirit from running in? It looks like for now it is. Unbelievable. Almost ahead of Noob on the CS. And
Satanic gets a Wisdom Rune to level 25 right now at the 37-minute mark.
Hold on now.
That's a big TA. Of course,
Nigma.
he hasn't gone to heal yet, though.
Trang, it's darkest just before the dawn.
Yeah.
They're going in. They're going to take down Rue. They find a kill. Can they get more?
I mean, he's done a lot this game, but believe it or not, that's not a core gyro. Sumail. They're so close.
I mean, this is round 3 Roche. The problem is Team Spirit.
Yeah, they're pinging the base.
They might be willing to trade Roche for Throne. Nigma need to come up with some answers to this one here. They don't have TPs either.
That's a lot.
Oh my god, they don't have TPs. Oh my god, no! They're not even gonna get to fight Team Spirit!
It's been fun.
Eyes on the prize! There are no TPs left! Only Sumail can show up, and he can't stop this! GG is called! Sometimes you walk to Roche, sometimes you walk to the Ancient.
You gotta take a risk. And that certainly was a risky one. Team Spirit keeping it simple. The name of the game, turns out, yeah, they were not defending it. They have some tools, like they kind of cover each other. They've got this long range damage. You have to kind of focus on both of them, you know? Storm, you can only zip on top of one of those 2 heroes. Maybe it'll work out if you have these beefier heroes to help you sort of make some space in the Clockwork and the Beastmaster.
Right, that's going to be the big thing to watch. Can they get on top of both of them simultaneously? And also, out of the laning stage, are each of them going to have an equal amount of damage, right? Like, I always worry a little bit about when you see this Drow Ranger early on, does she just get shut down pretty quickly by the offlane? How do you feel like her offlane matchup looks in this one?
Luckily, you know, end of the draft, so generally pretty good situation here. Kind of a more of a mid-game offlaner in the Magnus, right? He's a greedier guy. He likes to get his Blink and his BKB. You're trying not to get stomped in the lane generally versus this hero. But of course, you always have to respect the potential for like some sort of a skewer play, depending on his pairing. And in this one with the Lion, you know, just don't get got under the tower, right?
Fair enough. Don't get got. Seems simple. The smoke up now. GH reveals himself. Malik's going to back out, and it looks like it's going to be 2 runes apiece, as Noob not wanting to run forward and take that one away. So the last little bit here that I want to really keep an eye on is going to be, is there any lane that you're like super worried is going to end up coming under fire early on here? Or do you think we should have more of this like no rush 20-minute type thing that we've sometimes been seeing?
I think if anyone's going to be pushing the tempo, it's probably going to be Noob, right? We have a Beastmaster in this game.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Probably that lane, trying to control that as Team Spirit, that's going to be the goal, to make sure Satanic isn't the one who's going to be falling behind here, because there is sort of this like double greedy offlane situation happening, like talk with the Mag, right? You want the Blink, you want the BKB. Sometimes he's not the most mobile offlaner these days. And then you have a Medusa in the other lane. So it kind of feels like there's going to be some heavy lifting here from the position 2 and then the 4 and the 5.
We'll keep our eyes on that if they do decide to make those moves around where they need to. GH in the meantime coming on over to contest Malik and make his life a little bit worse, as Rue will be hunting that courier. Not quite able to get it in time, but does get the block out there of the small camp. So GH just going to be playing bodyguard down bottom most likely throughout all of this.
Yeah, try to abuse the level 1 battery assault as much as you can, since it is very powerful.
Oh.
But most importantly, keep Miracle alive.
Well, maybe even getting a little bit more aggressive here. Malik in some trouble. Miracle also low, deciding if they want to go in for the fight or not. A couple more hits with all they need, but it looks like, well, GH gotta play it safe. Malik wanted to go for the skewer back, but didn't quite get the angle there.
All right, a little bit dicey here from both sides. Of course, GH, Miracle, maybe when they hit level 2, they could try something on those low HP heroes, but up top, it's a defensive disruption here from Omar. And Omar, you're going to be seeing a lot of that this game, right? He is a Drow and a Sniper. I'm not sure how you play that triangle. He's going to need the Protractor to make sure that he's within range of these 2 ranged cores for these big saves. Very important that he knows exactly who Larl's trying to jump this game if he wants to try and get those big saves out that we've been seeing from this hero so far this event.
Put on his fancy shoes
he's
and
not
he just walked it down.
No, he's a killer.
I mean, Maposhka, he's going to have to disrupt him here and walk away, and now completely out of mana. Maposhka definitely going to take control of this lane for a little while now against the Shadow Demon at the very least. So he'll head back in this direction, and we'll just be able to continue to do what he wants. So off-laners, the only 2 that are having a bit of a tough time. Both safe lanes seem to be doing perfectly okay.
Yeah, poor Maposhka. This is... There's a couple of things that you really don't like to see as an Elder Titan in this game. You've got the Disruption save, which can be really annoying because obviously your Echo Stomp's pretty telegraphed, so that's an easy recovery. You also have Shadow Demon who can purge you in case you are becoming, you know, this big beast later on, you just lose your buff. And then you have the #1 worst matchup, which is the support Clockwork, who if he gets on top of you, your fight is pretty much over.
Is that really all that he has to deal with?
That's it. Everything else is fine.
Alright, so they get the flower over here onto Miracle, and looking to maybe start to chase down a little bit more. You can see this is the problem. Even though you've got the Lion, which is like a pretty annoying hero in the laning stage, Clockwork is just so good at presenting like big problems for this offlane combo. You get caught, you're pretty much dead.
Yeah, it's a fine little balance. I mean, you can understand why you're still not getting kills though, right? Because it's also really easy to turn it around on you as well. So has to always make sure that he's got Miracle there with him. Can't get isolated in these plays. As we now approach the 4-minute mark without a first blood yet.
Level 3s for everybody down here except for Rue. Haven't really checked in too much on the mid lane. I think just mainly because it's, you know, constant farming going on. Storm does head on over to take the bounty rune away in the meantime to fill up. And we'll try and do some stacking at the same moment. Maposhka already in to double block the stacks.
Oh, that's nice.
That's some hater energy right there. I like that.
That is necessary. That's exactly how you want to play this game because the engine of this draft is going to be Noob, right? And this off lane. So trying to slow that down as much as possible is very important.
Miracle, after GH left, realizes I cannot stay in this lane alone. It's brought fairly low, and we'll just pop the tangos now to try and heal back up to reasonable levels. So again, 4.5 minutes in, pretty static on the lanes, not seeing any big rotations. Excuse me? Oh my god, and we see the cliff, double cliff, all the cliffs in Malik. Gonna go down, GH gets down after! Oh, look at the smile on that man, he's happy.
All right, and then quickly 2-0.
So that was a solo kill out of the mid lane. Not something that you expect to see all that often, but when he hits 6 first, I mean, Sniper can do it.
Yeah, he just peeked.
The Subaru Share the Love event means the world to me.
You can get a great vehicle and support a good cause.
It helps us connect with our community. It shows our true meaning, our core values.
It's really in our DNA. It's amazing.
Nearly $320 million donated to charity.
Nearly 2,300 hometown charities supported.
All because of the Share the Love event.
You're part of something bigger when you get a Subaru.
Get 2.9% for 72 months, and Subaru and our retailers will make a minimum $300 donation to charity.
This is one of the worst matchups in Dota. You can do nothing. It's like Earthshaker. You can't do a thing. Clockwork's on you, you just kiss goodbye. Just try and die as fast as possible so you can get back into the game.
And look at this, Omar is stealing away farm from Laurel, pushing him out of his own jungle, and still just making his life hell. This is not the start that Team Spirit wanted. Their tower is almost dead here at 6 minutes.
This has been the craziest 2 minutes. We went from nothing to everything happening all at once. The Beastmaster's dying up top to the Medusa because of all of this just like chaos in the mid where he's lost his support at the same time. GH is pinball and cogs all over the place here, and the tier 1's gone.
I mean, it's not amounted to like, I mean, it's a 2,000 gold lead, actually. I was gonna say it's not amounted to that much, but it actually is. The last couple of minutes have just all gone Nigma's way, hitting a couple of those timings, and Team Spirit gonna need to come up with some answers here.
Well, you know who it's gonna be dependent on. It'll be Laurel, who is almost level 6.
Oh.
He now hits it in the mid as the wave approaches his tower. Unfortunately, there's a ton of vision here from Nigma Galaxy. Ward's right by the river, Ward's further behind, another one up inside their jungle. They see everything, so they're gonna know where these rotations are moving.
Right. And GH keeps playing up in their face on this bottom lane. As Miracle pushes down the next tower. I mean, so, the things that we were worried about in this game for the side of Spirit was like, okay, are they going to be able to jump both of these cores? And then for Nigma, the choice was like, are they going to have a farmed enough Drow and Sniper where they're both a problem in the fight? And I think the answer is yes. Like, Sniper's top of the board, they're looking set for some problems.
And Laurel, I mean, his stack is being bullied here by Noob. Again, they have a ward here, so Noob can see what he's up to.
Moves on in, takes away a nice chunk of change, and actually, if they wanted to go like Disruption Roar, that's a possibility. So Laurel taking the safer route, already being pushed back here at just 8 minutes in. Maybe a chance. Rue is in the area, making a move onto Miracle. Pulls him back to that tier 1 tower, not in range quite yet. Miracle trying to back out. He's still hanging on to that gust, but now they move over with the Sniper. Is it going to be enough? They take him down. Malik, though, in trouble. You find my carry, you come on down to kill ya. I'm gonna turn it around the other way. Sumail looking strong.
Yeah, he has double Wraith Band. He's heading in towards the Maelstrom soon. Top of the board, 1,000 gold ahead of that Medusa.
This is the problem. Everybody's bad chesting over Miracle. Sumail's over to the side like, guys, I'm still pretty good. So 5-2 and a smoke up now. Laurel level 7. They need to shut down some of these other heroes.
They're making a call through the Twin Gate right now.
This is really good.
Satanic's outside the tower, right? They're sitting with the Roar, but at the same time, they're after Noob.
Hunting. Noob found. Rue there. They try and take him down. Will it be enough damage? The Hex is out, the control, and yes. Beastmaster dead.
And they're still coming through the Twin Gate, though.
Looking, hunting. GH does not have level 6 yet, but Satanic is left alone up here. It doesn't look like they're ready to go.
No, they were really banking on that connection there from Noob, hoping for him to set up for them, since they're still lacking here on the support levels.
Well, still nursing that 2,000 gold lead, and it's worth reiterating what we've said a bunch of times about Team Spirit. Even when they get down early, they always seem to be able to pull the game back to a close window around that 20-minute mark with their lineup. And, you know, you got Medusa, Storm, Mag. There's a lot of team fight and a lot of games still to be played in this one, in spite of that early lead.
Yeah, Miposhka very comfortable from behind. He's constantly taking these teams and somehow converting some deficits into some wins for many years now. And Elder Titan, kind of a good hero to do it on too, you know? If teams ever get a little bit too aggressive, you definitely have the punish potential there. As somehow Omar's gonna get away for that one. Very dangerous with so many heroes around, but Laurel manages to secure a power rune here, very important on the Storm Spirit. Again, the vision though. Kind of see that Rue's lurking behind him. They probably know the smoke's coming soon.
This is a big haste rune for sure. Now, the one thing that could mess this up a lot is if Laurel gets it purged immediately by Shadow Demon, but surely that won't happen, as the Maelstrom is done for Sniper. Still trying to get that level 6 up for GH.
Look at this like tiny part of the map that they're farming on right now.
I know.
They're all so close on Team Spirit. Getting squeezed in here, and now there's this balance where Enigma, they also want to farm all the camps they can on their own side. Omar's trying to get some stacks going again, but, oh, actually gets it just as the sentry despawns, but didn't quite have the timing right, unfortunately. And smoke time.
Out of range of any wards. Rue is down on the low ground, hoping to break this. Again, a testament to how rough this game has been, that they've just been stuck in this area. Omar finds Miposhka. It's not really the kill they wanted, but looks like they won't be able to get gifted an easier one.
It is interesting, though, because GH stayed smoke. He planted an Observer ward, but while they're watching Omar holding one.
Zip in. Cog, push back. Laurel low on mana. Disruption out. Now trying to find more. The Gust connects. Oh, and that's going to be enough. Again, the dynamic duo coming together for a kill.
Oh, the Rune of Invincibility strikes again. Haste Rune maybe giving him a little bit more of a... I mean, the Shadow Demon's not 6, the Clockwork's not 6. I would have felt pretty good about that. You know, I think you go ahead and make yourself a play, but everyone's just there from Nigma. Despite controlling so much of the map, they can still bring the numbers whenever they need it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is really solid play from them. And it does look like an Arcane Rune. I mean, the other problem, he popped the haste for that, didn't he?
Yes, he did. That's...
oh, God.
That feels pretty bad. Now, the bright side, Satanic is the #1 net worth.
Okay.
You know, talking about how much the Sniper was overtaking him and everything, Satanic, he has been doing his job. He is hitting creeps, and so far, staying alive.
I mean, he's still...
Oh, that's nice, too.
Oh, yeah, this is really good. If they can clear this out, not get it stolen away, it makes a big difference. Manta done.
GH, one more creep killed there. Now, he's hit level 6, so if you go for this aggressive play, GH could be there to break it up.
3 points in cogs, though, so no flare. Not often that you see the no flare Clockwork at this point in the game. But, again, showing how he's been playing, so much just running around and bullying people before then.
When you hit the pinballs.
Right.
You know, the bonus value, the mana drain versus Storm versus Medusa, it's pretty cool.
So another tier 1 tower taken, all of them gone at this point, and Noob, unfortunately for him, will not be able to get out of this one.
Yeah, ensuring that was going to be a kill. They are bringing the numbers right now here for Team Spirit.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So still, relatively even game. And I think that having that Medusa up top is something that Team Spirit are going to be feeling pretty good about at this stage. Particularly if she can continue to accelerate. You're sort of willing to take some of these measured losses around the map to ensure that Medusa is where she needs to be.
I can't believe that Malik's going to be the one to make the first move, it feels like. His blink is now done.
Yeah.
Noob hasn't really found anything off this Beastmaster. You know, decent lane, but he's 0-3-0. He's controlling some space, but they're not able to link into any of these roars so far in this game, but they want that Wisdom Rune.
This is a cool play from Nigma. Now, they're not going to have the ET. ET is stealing the other Wisdom Rune. But Rue, yeah, there's no way out of this one. They bring 3 heroes. They're going to take down that Lion.
Yeah. Oh, and they give it to Sumail, too. Big sniper. Yeah, I think they kind of knew that was happening with Miposhka. The way he was moving, there's no one over there. They haven't seen anyone in a while. The wave pushing. seems like it was kind of given. They are going to lose some Ancients here. Stacked up twice by Maposhka, but taken by Nigma Galaxy.
I think they want to push this tower. They brought 3 cores to this side of the map. This is a really big investment unless you're getting a kill here into more, and that's the blink reveal.
Yeah, I mean, this could be so tempting, but they have this forward vision from the ward up by the Tormentor spawn, so... And again, that ward they dropped earlier on the previous gank. The vision has been crazy from Nigma Galaxy this game.
But not actually sticking around for that tier 2. So again, a lot of space being made for this Medusa to just hang on to now. 2,000 ahead of the sniper.
Get set. We got a problem.
Trying to start something here. Goes for a dip in the river.
Rue taking more damage, a rocket flare to boot. Yeah, a very weird series of events, that one.
That was a very Canadian boot. I just want to point that out. I feel like I've infected you.
Yeah, you absolutely
I heard that very clearly.
Malik with that blink reveal. Getting active, taking down the opposing mid laner. Miracle is just going to TP out. And they are setting up towards the area that Medusa's at. But don't really want to make a big effort to go for the kill there.
You know, in theory, if they were to win this game as Nigma, and he didn't get a kill or an assist, it would be really fitting to call it the Noob Award.
Oh, I
Just
like
saying.
that. That's really cool.
You know,
I
think
that.
we need a new one at this one, because things are going well, and he's done his job of controlling the map, but whenever the fights happen, it's just not going well for him. But here we go, the Roche. Surely that'll help.
Give it to Noob. Make it happen. Probably not, actually, but the ET Stomp.
Maybe for morale, they could.
He went for the TP play. He kept the Spirit up there, so they're not going to be able to get here in time.
202 bonus damage right now.
Yeah, that is going to be Aegis in hand for Sumail. And that kind of, at least somewhat puts the stop of the counterplays that Spirit were making around the map.
Yeah,
see if they decide to make a smoke play or something happen.
They did do a TP down bottom with Omar drawing a line saying, hey, bait yourself on the wave to Sumail, but Spirit not taking the bait. They move out, head back towards mid.
Arl there, takes away the rune.
And man, I don't know. I have seen this game before though with the Medusa, eh?
Yeah.
You know? It's like things aren't looking that great or whatever, but her numbers just get higher and higher. Butterfly comes out, Manta queuing up the Scotty next. Gonna be really tanky and annoying.
I mean, the one thing that is a little bit concerning about the Medusa taking this, Butterfly in particular, is that there is a Shadow Demon in the game.
Oh, that's true. Mr. Darkseer knows. Those illusions are troublesome.
I mean, those illusions will kill the Lion, kill the ET if they're not careful. So need to make sure that she does not get caught by a disruption in the duration of these fights. Maybe easier said than done as drums are completed for the Beastmaster.
Yeah, we talk a lot about the vision here from the Radiant side of this game, but when it comes to the team fights, vision is going to be the key for Team Spirit, you know? Talked about the Zeus during the draft, this idea of how do you find the sniper in the drought to start things off. That would be the goal, because famously, Magnus doesn't like being the first one in. A lot of pressure on Laurel, who has the Invis rune.
Danger, danger, they're running in, they're underneath the ward, they're all under the ward! They catch them both and pull them back in! Laurel for the follow-up, they're gone! Can they find more? You are not safe anymore. You are not safe here at all. They find Sumail too. You just take a casual little stroll under a ward.
Oh,
and they will punish you every time. The Hex comes out. The follow-up is there, Nigma.
Oh,
they are going to lose everybody. Nowhere left to go. 5-0. Trent, I think we found the ward of the game.
Just maybe. We'll see. We'll see. But if so, that was a pretty easy one. That is how you make the fight easy.